Me, na Yusuf Fujalo, the Cowfoot Prince. And you, they listen to Truth Radio. Me, na Yusuf Fujalo, the Cowfoot Prince. And you, they listen to Truth Radio on 103.9 FM live inside Freetown. Na to the last.
Well, me fancy him anyway for do what you say no more Hallelujah.
Truth Media.
Truth
Media.
Media. Truth.
Yes, you. Truth Media. Join on Truth Media.
Truth Media.
Truth Media. Aha. Say unala we dey watch Truth Media.
Me watch.
Unala we dey listen to Truth Media.
Now listen June.
Una listen to Truth Media.
Now listen to so media.
No, Truth. You don't have the Truth there.
Okay, Truth.
Una we dey listen to Truth Media.
Now listen to so media.
Truth Media.
Su media.
Me, na Yusuf Fujalo, the Cowfoot Prince. And you, they listen to Truth Radio on 103.9 FM live inside Freetown. Na to the last.
This is Truth Radio, 103.9 FM. We empower the nation.
Salon Nawiyon indeed. Good morning. Good morning from wherever you listen to we or they watch we from. Welcome to Truth Radio on 103.9 FM. We're on with Facebook page and with YouTube channel. It's a very wet morning here in Freetown. I don't know how it's Kusa you day, but it's been raining since last night to this morning. It's been raining heavily. Now the hill parts of Freetown every day from Regent down to Hillcourt Junction. Yeah, it's been raining very, very, very heavy, and hope everybody they keep safe. You know, if you say they very wet, very risky. As always, the National Disaster Management can advise you move to a safer space. But good morning to all we viewers and listeners them from across the country, people in the diaspora, we fumble them, we can join the devotion very early from the diaspora. I know the time difference, it can be early to them, late evening. Depends on who say you there. People in Australia, the student in China, we can follow we. The student in Russia as well, they can comment on our Facebook page. We people in the United States of America, Europe, the UK. Then they 2 hours ahead of we, Holland, Germany, France. Welcome to all. And before we leave now, the Coco, Gwentite, Tendail, Bien Old School, Regent, Bathurst, Grafton, Joe, una welcome. Kalbatong, Allentown, Mikisi people them. Una all welcome to the program this morning. And we ended on a very high note on Friday. And this is now the third week of the Truth Morning Devotion. Third week. And we want to say we are very grateful. Today, now the 8th, Monday, the 8th of September, 2025. We want to say we are very grateful, very, very grateful for the trend road on the set and the support road on the receive from una, the prayers, the commendations, the kind sentiments. We appreciate that so much. And don't forget, the cookery shop challenge they go on. Tell me who's how you get your best cookery from. Like the minister been telling the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Timothy Kaba, he say na Goat Kingdom na Kenema, then get the best cassava leaf. But me, when they eat to Yebu na Eastern, Mankan Western, go to Yeli to Binta, Percival Street, But just tell me how you get your best cookery shop. Sometimes and then the cookery woman at the local community, now they provide the best food, where they miss. Even if you come out of that community there, you can want for they go back and go get the cookery. But welcome this morning. Stay safe wherever you are. If you drive, be very careful. It's wet, it's raining heavily out there. Be safe. If you get any emergency, call the National Disaster Management Agency for support, the police and the authorities then. But stay safe. And unfortunately, our kids can't go to school today. The teachers are on strike. We can't talk about that all in the program today. But let's start as always the program with some prayers. As we are people that we believe in God, whatever they happen with we, good or bad, we always pray to Allah. We always pray to God and seek in divine intervention for guide and protect we. So they start the devotion this morning before I can do the roll call with the Muslim and Christian prayers. My name is Ahmadu Lamgana Ba, and this is Truth Radio. We come to you live from the studios na Hillcourt na Freetown. Continue for day with we and not go no side. This is the Truth Morning Devotion on Truth Radio. We're on Facebook and with YouTube channel as well.
Bismillah, salatu wassalam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We begin with the recognition of the presence of Allah in our lifetime. We descend blessings and peace upon we beloved Rasul and upon all the prophets them. We come for guide mankind. We also descend peace to the one them we hold on to the rope of truth. We send peace to the one them we hold on to the rope of courage. And we send peace to the one them we centuries before and centuries to come, the fight for establish the truth and justice in our society. We ask Allah for guide and protect we leader them. We ask Allah for bless them with wisdom will go be of benefit to society and to mankind as a whole. We ask Allah for bless the nation, for protect the nation against internal and external force. We ask Allah for protect the ordinary man, the vulnerable man, the vulnerable woman. We ask Allah for protect we all. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من عذاب القبر ومن عذاب الجهنم ومن عذاب الفتنة وممات ومن شر فتنة المسيح الدجال. اللهم إني أسألك العافية. اللهم إني أسألك العافية. اللهم إني أسألك العافية. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤود حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والصلاة والسلام على المرسلين وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Almighty and everlasting Father, in the name of Jesus, I give you all the glory. I give you all the honor and adoration belongs to you. Father, we thank you for Sierra Leone. Thank you for your grace and mercy upon this beloved nation, Sierra Leone. Thank you for not allowing the plan of the enemy to prevail over this nation. Thank you for averting the evil plan of darkness against Sierra Leone. Father, we thank you because the church is marching on. Thank you because you are raising men and women of substance in this nation. We lift up Sierra Leone into your hands. We come against every plan of darkness against this nation. We declare it is cancelled by the blood of Jesus. According to Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1, Sierra Leone, arise and shine, for your light is come and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, Sierra Leone, you will be an internal excellency. You will be the joy of many generations. Any judgment over this nation, let mercy overrule over judgments in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. We lift up our presidents, President Bio, and the cabinet ministers, the wisdom they need to lead this nation, Lord, to our promised land. I pray you grant unto them in the name of Jesus Christ. Any minister, including the presidents, within into manipulation, Lord, we declare those manipulation catch fire now in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Father, church them, oh God. Church our president. Church all cabinet ministers to do the right thing in the name of Jesus Christ. Help Sierra Leone to rise to prominence in the name of Jesus. Let the riches of this nation begin to benefit the indigene of this nation in the name of Jesus Christ. Holy Spirit, we cover Sierra Leone with the blood of Jesus Christ. We cover the leadership of this nation with the blood of Jesus. We lift up every institution into your hands, Lord. With the blood of Jesus, we claim Sierra Leone for Jesus and Jesus for Sierra Leone. Thank you, Father. We honor and glorify you. For in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Amen.
FG, baby. I'm forever grateful. Man, I know they reach 40 again. Tell me waiting being pulse in the chest. After all waiting pulse in the face. Why die knocking the wait? To me enemies and fans. Once in a while buy drinks and dance. Cause we go die left pins and plants. Now go the honor, we no get the means and chance. Posting go post today, then I'm on in it die. Wish I've been they call heaven, but they no can reply. Yes, I know now God can decide. Sometimes go put in the honor, pulse in your mind. Oh Lord, give me time. Man, them must see me shine. And not to like I'm rushing in life. With the time each day you enjoy, what till you been suffer for. Now the time the pulse sinking die. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give him more time. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give him more time. So we party then we die Ali. I know say life fly pa we. I pray I get kids and a wife at least. I swear not the only life I need. Waiting really we defend. Pass and get that money where we no go really spend. Some man they start to below, say no they for see the end. So far up na college, just forget a degree and die. But single post today, then I'm on in it die. Wish I been they call heaven, but they no can reply. Yes, I know na God can decide. Sometimes God put in the on a pulse in my mind. Oh Lord, give me time. Man, them must see me shine. They know to like I'm rushing in life. With the time each day you enjoy, wait till you been suffer for. Now the time the poor sinking die. Yes, I know say this at the end time.
Well, let God answer with prayers them. With prayers for the country, for the government, for the president and cabinet, for we the people and back, with plans, with wishes, with hopes, you know. And on a very sad note, one extend we heartfelt condolences to the family of Jamil, you know, a very young guy we died a few days ago. You know, I meet Jamil few times. You know, then people will go meet you and he tell you how much he appreciates what you they do, you know, as a young person. And you know, them feeling then day where you meet up somebody where genuinely they tell you how much you appreciate what you they do and feel happy for you. You know, they feel good. So yeah, and I not been Sabian too close, but we don't meet in a few events them before now where we will get that tell Adu introduce himself, and you know, and it's painful. Death, the only thing we all get for taste is the bitterness of death. We as Muslims can say in Allah wa in Allah rajiun, from God we come out, to God we go back, and death definitely we all get for taste time. Nobody, no matter how powerful you be, how educated you be, who's are you born, who's are you come out, in the peak, it doesn't. Every one of us will taste the bitterness of death. And they come at any time. They tell you when, you don't know how. Anytime, anywhere, prepare yourself for it. If you're a Christian, pray. If you're a Muslim, pray. There is a God. Definitely there is a God. May his soul rest in peace. We want to extend heartfelt condolences to him. Very good friends. We see a lot of people, you know, they say very good and nice things about them on social media. And the family as well. I imagine waiting in my mind, parents and they go through. You know me, I don't, somebody very close to me, you know, don't die. And I know that feeling there. And anytime I feel about losing my wife, I can remember how in Mama they feel. I can imagine sometimes if it's where me, if na me been die so, how me nene for been they react to this, how we for the feel. So I imagine how, you know, the parents and then they feel when they lost them, picking them young one, not sick, just sudden death. You know, it's painful. It's very, very painful. We the party them we go feel one kind of way, but the parents, you know, that people we don't use for call you, we go can't see you weekend, they no go come again, you know, gone forever. I tell you they accept, say, no, he or she is gone forever. That pain they go always there in you. Anytime you remember them, it's a fresh pain and fresh cry. Let Allah give the family the strength, you know, for continue for pray for them and mourn them. May Allah grant them, may Allah be pleased with them and grant them Jannatul Firdaus. And let we all watch. May his soul rest in peace. And that just it. This not just sign. Say we party them. We already move. So we'll not be here forever. Might be me tomorrow. It might be even today. You don't know. It can come anytime. Now the only thing they need to tell you, you don't know. And everybody they face them. Everybody, no matter how powerful you be. And when you think about them things they are safe, where they happen to other people and say get what happened to you, it'll make you understand, say this life, you need for be humble. This world is a stage. You know, most times I can tell people, you know, me, I know they take waiting the apple, me like people say you're doing well, you're doing this. I don't take it for granted. I just accept, say, it's my own turn to play on the stage of the world. There have been people where they before me, we've been done then at this stage before me. They've played, they've either died and gone, or they don't retire. They know they do them again. They might be tired, they don't age, they don't get tired with waiting and they do. There'll definitely come someone way very powerful than me. There are people who can do this job better than me, safe. Now the opportunity and platform no more they need. That's all. I remember one day wife have been they tell me colleague then at the newsroom say, whatever they do unto the best of your ability, because somebody else they nothing say you not possibly indispensable. Oh. The day you left, other possibly can do them better than you. They can at that stage they safe. Now the opportunity no more we all need. So that one, no, me not the best, me not self lie. People and they way don't do things say we need to remember them again safe. It will be same with me. It's over 1 year away and all been there online, not there around, not getting at you. They do. There are people who don't even know if I did against them. They were not even thinking about now. I have people who send me messages or call me. This morning, one just sent me message. He was a very good friend of mine. When I was at AYV, he go call me every other time. He want kind of me show there are these things he want to talk about. Over 1 year ago, you know, I don't remember say are they safe. But they send me messages now because they see me. I'm running a media institution. They might want to come, let me interview them. I don't become relevant to people again. That is how life is. I mean, they blame person for that. Now, so we life then we now people and we most times are very transactional. The relationship with people them now what you they get from them. It's normal. We self get them tendency then they for deal with other people and their way then they. But it just tells you how this life day. So anything where you they do, if na power you day you get her. Now time, it they done. The people the way they dance for you, where they sing for you. Who's politician and they will not been getting at this tongue where people and they spread la phone are gone for past. People and they remember them again. No. Now that people and they now. And they has them time go can them play, move out. Other people and how they dance for. That's how the world is. It's a stage we all get with time. Either for play till you retire or you they play till sometimes you go there and play if you die. You don't turn on done. Sometimes the people who go remember you na your family or people them where you create some impacts at the life in. That's just about life. Just get down there at the back of your mind. Say it's a stage. You come, you play, do them with humility. We are not perfect, but do them with humility. Not taken for granted. No. Not think say because everybody they say, you're not to the best though. Now opportunity you get for play now the stage this time. Your own time go come and pass. Other people and they come. And there are other people who can do it better than you. They just need the opportunity and the stage. So when you get the opportunity for play well, don't hurt people, respect people, do them with humility, do them with sincerity, with truthfulness, serve your conscience. And remember, say tomorrow bye, you go meet your God. That grave. Anyhow love people and anyhow love people. We never say let them bury with them all. It's not possible. You won't. I ask me where if I put her inside grave. Now people help me for pull me out back. They didn't say no, stay there, let me bury you with them. No. We all get for come hustle and try for process way on life. That's how life is. It's you. All what you they do now, you get for tin up and give answer for what you do. Lawyer not there for go defend you, not only courts where you get your lawyer for go defend you. No. And then now you 1 year you God. So whatever you're doing, do unto the best of your ability with the fairness say there is a God that you are answerable to. Be respectful, be humble. It's a stage. Your turn will pass. But you want to sit on back and look, say, yeah, alhamdulillah, I do am with my conscience. I tell God thank you. Not so that one way you die, everybody go say, this is better way you die. And then a bad person. No. Let people look like Jamil. You know, he's a young man. A lot of people saying positive things about him. You know, that's how we should live our life. So sorry that he therefore died very young, at a young age where they plan for putting himself together. Just few days ago, I was watching video where he do for this lady Precious, where they launching book and stuff. It was so fun. How he dress, ready for come on, he go sign a check for pay for the book. You know, very supportive guy. I follow him on, they watching video them, how he support people, very lively, but that not mean say no go die. In time done. He's dead. He's gone. He'll be with his maker. May Allah grant him paradise. May Allah grant him family ease and strength. We say if we daily God give you the strength for, you know, may Allah give you the strength for, you know, do what is right and move on with life as people, as a society. They will be very supportive and helpful to us. We'll talk to people. Sometimes people go through a lot, but we need to speak to them to understand what they're going through. This is the Truth Morning Devotion. We continue the show. Inside the program, we get for talk to the Sierra Teachers Union about the strike action. We don't try a lot forget the Sierra the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, but unfortunately we're not able. So hopefully we'll talk to the Sierra Teachers Union about the strike action, and we get for go to the regions for talk to our colleagues them about how this they happen across the country. Continue for stay with we. This na the Truth Morning Devotion. My name na Amadou Lamrana Ba. I still watch online for see whether than the early this morning, whether than late. Whoever do we roll call.
FG baby,
Real bad.
I'm forever grateful. Yeah. Man, I know they reach 40 again. Tell me waiting being pulse in the chest. After all waiting pulse in the face. Why die knocking the wait? To me enemies and fans. Once in a while buy drinks and dance. Cause we go die left beans and plants. Now go the honor, we no get the means and chance. Posting go posted it, then I'm on in it die. Push up in the call heaven, but they no can reply. Yes, I know now God can decide. Sometimes go put in the honor, pulse in the mind. Oh Lord, give me time. Man, them must see me shine. You know to like I'm rushing in life. With the time reach, let you enjoy what you been suffer for. Now the time the pulse sinking die. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give me more time. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give me more time. So we party then we die Ali. I know see life like we. I pray I get kids and a wife at least. I swear not the only life I need. Waiting really we defend. Pass and get that money where we no go really spend. Some man they start to below, say no they for see the end. So far up na college, just forget a degree and die. Yeah. Posting go posted it, then I'm on in it die. Wish I been they call heaven, but they no can reply. Yes, I know now God can decide. Sometimes go put in the on a pulse in the mind. Oh Lord, give me time. Man, them must see me shine. You know to like I'm rushing in life. With the time reach, let you enjoy what you been suffer for. Now the time the pulse sinking die. Yes, I know say this not the end time. God had the baby, I give me more time. Yes, I know.
I pledge my love and loyalty to my country winners alone. I bound for servant faithfully at all the time. I promise to defend her with honor in a good name. So help me God. So help me God.
I pledge my love and loyalty to my country's alone. I vow to serve her faithfully at all time. I promise to defend her, honor her good name.
that we love our home, God, a sweet Sierra Leone. Land that we love our home, God, a sweet Sierra Leone. Waiting up in the government, waiting up in the parliament, waiting me up into development, waiting me up into we betterment. We want know, do ya tell me sir? Waiting they happen to me sister them, we want know to we brother them. Waiting they happen when we preach at them. Hey big youths man, tell me where you aim. Tell me where you aim, tell me where you claim. Right now free ton, thief man on the dawn. Any angle and any range I am pin the pants on. Them bitch on the set and bet and be their hoes. Man the bitch a post and them picky over by them clothes. Man the bitch on the pose, man the bitch on the overdose. Where we want for talk, man they on the grab and then they rose. 1996 coffee order then draw we nose. 1998 a beauty business struck close. So kia be make olu not able to fufu. I make them bakulolu and send and go down na fadugu. Waiting up in the government, waiting up in the parliament, waiting me up into development, waiting me up into we betterment. We want know, do ya tell me sir? Waiting they happen to me sister them, we want know to we brother them. Waiting they happen but we preach at them. Land that we love our home, God a sweet Sierra Leone. Land that we love our home, God a sweet Sierra Leone. Waiting up in the government, waiting up in the parliament, waiting me up into development, waiting me up into we betterment. We want know, do ya tell me sir? Waiting they happen to me sister them, we want know to we brother them. Waiting they happen but we preach at them. 1961 me man they left free full host. Then they not see no better na bodos. 1977 man feds been then abo. Mr. Green be one for talk but Mr. Red na bimbolo. 1991 the war begin inside salon. 1992 MPRCB take the gun. When you look my bella up my body no they done. AFRC come mosquito say be take the bomb. Tell me waiting up into the diamond and the gold. Waiting up into we root tile where be there below. Waiting up into Salo why in all they go before. But waiting up into the politician them we no one no. But waiting up into we lighter. Waiting up into we writer. Waiting up into we cold so bad road upline. But waiting up into MOH the country flop with disease. Waiting do una churches then they use politics for preach. Waiting do una forget for pay the one that we they teach. We want nobody paper una sign last year. We want no waiting do boto then they come for well yeah. If not so paper then give the authority for smash ya. We want nobody mistakes we wanna make any year. We want nobody fire. We want nobody water. Waiting up into the money we cheap like a paper.
Waiting happen to we government, waiting they happen at the country. We want know this country now we all you. Not so by accident we there. Now yeah now we home. You know, yeah now you know I can say no other salon man no go tell me say elect salon pass this other person. No. Or we now we get a person. No. Now yeah we dey. We all now yeah we dey. We all get with different ways of how we dey show love to this country. You know, some of we can be very wicked. That is for true. That is no question. Some of we dey are now born not like this country. And like how person they born picking in all like them. Or married woman or married to man in all like them. But now they nobody need to grab we now. Nothing you need to do we go make we think say well something ain't go happen we go make we feel you know we concerned about with security and safety. But naturally grab we go no say how they go where now they now we all get here. I make now we for do waiting for make here go before and we now we on what could they do so. You know yourself do your own. Waiting for happen at this country na that everybody forget a level playing field. If me a journalist, la do me work professionally though, for do am with waiting the law say, waiting the ethics say, waiting the IMC acts and code say. If you a politician, do you work, do am diligently to the best of your ability and serve the country. Because now you choice. Now you choose for go pan politics. They not force you, they don't force anybody for go pan politics. Now you they make choice, say me I want join politics, I want work, I want be politician. If you're not a businessman, now you choice. Do you business, do respect the laws, them pay you tax and do them the right way. If you're a teacher, do you work diligently? Serve the pikin them, serve the schools, because that's your choice. Now you make them. And it's very, 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 very sad that on a day like this today, a government will say free quality education, now the flagship program. In the first time, the president is talking about human capital development. But unfortunately, kids are not in school. Kids are not in school. Today, Monday, the 8th of September, we schools are for open. Private school and open few days ago, I think so, last week or so. Public schools, the teachers say they are on strike. School fee subsidies, same thing, same things. Every other academic year, it's the same issue about school fee subsidies. Teachers will be asking. They think so the teacher then they ask for. Second and third term fee subsidy for the school year 2024-2025. This is not the school year, now last academic year. Payment of first term fee subsidies for school year 20. Okay, they want to let them pay this first term. Government on the take steps, according to the government, as you can see the statement with them pulled yesterday. The government say they don't pay the outstanding subsidies for the 5th, as of the 5th September, the government has transferred last year's second and third term subsidies amounting to over 82,000 or so to commercial banks and shared the transfer receipt with SLTU. Recruitment and deployment, the government has committed in allocating a quota of textbook teachers and all that. Reassessments, the Teaching Service Commission self-announced said and don't reinstate over 1,000 teachers them. A joint committee reporting to Vice President will address a broader issues raised, including the funding formula for subsidies and budget allocation for teaching and learning materials. Well, government they say they don't address some of the demands them. We they expect for get for the Kuyatena, the Regional Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, for can talk to we government say they don't address some of the concerns them. Unfortunately, we don't try forget the Ministry of Basic Education, but I just see the Ministry of Information post yesterday say again for attending press conference tomorrow. Go follow up there, but I'm shocked that on a day like this, I expect the minister could have been around the media telling people what government don't do. But sometimes it looks like government want to manage the communication. It should be directly how they want it to do. How Ministry of Information, how it should be their own platform first before we get an information about this proposed strike action. Like 2 weeks ago, you can recall where we started this program, we talked to colleagues across Bo and Kenema, we then raised concern about the teachers them, the Conference of Principal and SLTU, all press conference and meeting, who side and say if government not address the concerns them, then go strike. So since then, we've been after the Ministry of Basic Education. This is what we've had. We want to talk to you guys about what they do for address this problem. We couldn't get them. Up to last week, before Friday, because Friday edition one look at education as well, we couldn't get them. And you can recall, I think it was on Thursday or Friday, we spoke to it was on Thursday, we talked to the SLTU man and all that. We couldn't get them. Over the weekend, we've tried as well, we couldn't get them. Yeah, but we don't see the press release say they don't address some of the issues them. And hopefully, this issue will be resolved, because the people that are victims in all of this, now the school picking them. And I still can't wrap my head around this. I keep saying it. A government that prides itself in bringing one of the most ambitious projects and programs when at the free quality education, still they get issues in funding it and in providing school fee subsidies. I totally can understand in the areas of asking for learning materials, building new classrooms, and also increasing teacher salary. Then thing that they can be negotiable, can be long-term negotiations. But every other academic year, we therefore get overlapping issues about paying school fee subsidies. We can do better. We can do better as a government. We can do better as a nation. These are issues that we don't cross over. You know, let it be about teachers that want they add technology in the classrooms. Them teachers that want they had let them build more classrooms and for them. Teachers that want they increase their salary. Let it be about the issues them where they add value to the quality education. Not about issues them where government don't commit itself to. We can't have a government that says free quality education is our flagship and human capital development is our priority, and we still they get issue every academic year for paying backlog of school fee subsidies. No, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. And I really want for interview the Minister of Basic Education for understand why and how this they happen. We all understand there are economic challenges, but there are things you prioritize. There are things you definitely will prioritize. This is a government. It goes with budgets to parliament every year. We know there are challenges for mobilize resources. NRA, they face challenge people and they thief the money, corruption and all that thing and they. But the small road they get, no prioritize and say this is for picking in future. No put on a corner, no fence them. Say this amount, anyhow we be. This if na the power and go out safe, no touch am palo fend other way forget you money. But this now for picking them future. Now waiting the president don't commit to. No keep on a corner for finance the schools them pay subsidies and all that. The point is we get these issues every other academic year. This is not the first. These are things I've spoken about when I was at AYV. These are things we'll get for every other academic year. We'll get back and forth on them. And who knows that we not go continue with this next academic year. If we not plan well and prioritize them, it will definitely be the same issue next academic year. And the kids have to sit at home. They don't start school as planned. They are at home this morning. And these are people the way we say we don't prioritize and people the way we want give a better future, you know, with education. I always say, for me, one of the best and project the way any other president in million time don't announce now the free quality education. And we all for ensure say it succeed and it be a legacy in this country. Where would I ever come as president for see a reason for provide funds for the free quality education and ensure say it succeed? Because education is the only thing. Now the only thing we're able to give we picking them for belief say then go be empowered and make this country go before and make this country better. But if the president will announce free quality education, he didn't have power. We still get every academic year issues about paying subsidies. What if he left power now? He definitely get for left power, irrespective of who that come. Whether in party continue on our opposition kind of power. Every other president they come with own programs and plans. But if at this stage we not get a sustainable plan for fund the free quality education, especially with school fee subsidies, then it's a problem. It's a problem. It go be where President Bio come on, whoever can not care about them. You know? We shouldn't do this to our kids. Not go they go and say human capital development, we are progressing, we are this, and we can't pay school fee subsidies every year. I get for overlap, pass you pay backlog. No. I totally agree with the government on doing verification of people who they receive salary when they go teach. No. We don't deal with ghost teachers long ago. We shouldn't have issues about dealing with ghost teachers again. If you they receive salary, if you go teach, if you need to go teach, let them pull you out of the system. Go find out that thing do. People and the way work. People and know they teach you not get pin code. Dedicate them time, then they go teach, they not get pin code. And then they pay them. Then you they receive salary and then you need to go teach. Then for arrest yourself. That's criminal. They're not for only pull you themselves, then for arrest you and you for pay back all what you don't receive. I totally agree with the government on that. And SLT, you know, for standing the way of government in addressing that they save. That's criminal. Anybody will do that, them for arrest them, then go lock them. ACC for investigate them and charge them for corruption. And they pay all what they don't receive. But government also get responsibility. Get responsibility for ensure say you pay school fees subsidies. Don't forget this problem every academic year. I know it's shameful. It's shameful. It's shameful, especially for a government with pride in self in bringing this project and also talking about human capital development. No, we understand their challenges, but we should prioritize. This is a problem where you get government, give employment and open all kind of agency. You get EPA, NPAA, you get this, you get that. They all overlapping functions. Therefore, hire a lot of people. Sometimes you pay them for doing nothing. Busy doing nothing. And just they pass, get free fuel, free motor car, free office. Everybody wants to work in government. Private sector is not thriving. Anyways, we still look forward for get we guest from SLTU, but we can't go to the regions and talk to we colleagues them. And even a free tongue to we colleagues them we they check with the schools and this morning for see if whether some schools, some teachers and go for go teach or it's the same all over the country. Yeah, it's sad that we kids and get for stay home, but we don't know when this whole issue will be resolved. Government say they don't pay, they don't present receipts to SLTU, and hopefully SLTU and the Conference of Principals and heads of secondary of headmasters of schools go see a reason and resolve this for the sake of the kids. For the sake of the kids, you know. But I definitely think we should move beyond this. You know. Logo Kenem outside with a join we one of we colleagues them for give you updates about how things they happen there this morning. Good morning, Cleverson.
Good morning, Lamrana, and of course it's a pleasure for getting me online.
Yeah, so what's in the update from Kenema this morning? How is it? Are kids going to school or the schools are all closed?
Well, of course, currently, Lamrana, the schools are all closed, and initially at around 4, the CPSS district secretary for Kenema, me and I began to charge with regard the stance on this whole thing. And at the same time, they began for me a press release where it have found their stance, they are not going back, and they stick to within the own thing. They won't go to school until government, address those things, because according to enough is enough, and they're not going to for BLDs anymore. And that currently it is raining seriously within the city. Myself, I can't go out currently, but I get a school by me, and nothing of search not is show any sign say school get for open or the get for you can open the doors, because as per the press release we it get for share with me that no school authority, be it NACOT, the CPSS, the nursery, for the fact it fall within the category of the government and government assisted schools, obliged for make you go open even the doors of those schools. Talk less to make you go to school and say they sit on there. So that is the bargain, and they don't try to, and that's they go adhere to fully until government sees to the demand.
Is there any statement from the authorities, from the ministry, the regional heads them from the Ministry of Basic Education on this issue? Say maybe they went to the media for talk to teachers them, because now free tongue we don't get very difficult for getting ministry for talk to we on this issue. They make any statements in other parts in the country?
Well, of course, currently we don't see with that shake. I mean, a transfer don't just happen. We say they don't transfer the then DD to Kailan and the new one no come, and it just can't mean of this. He's just to take up office fully. But we don't see we only talk with the SLTU, the district secretariat of SLTU, and that's of the CPSS, and that's of the NACOT. And that's their stand. And SLTU too, there is an insight we have got for do with the deputy district chairperson. In say they are going to stand by this, and not only then see them for do but now a coalition something where in the CPSS the NACOT come together and they don't suggest to those things, and then as the legion body where they liaise between them and that's of the government, They not get any option but for make them go do that. So currently, that is the status quo. Until we look today, after when the event cease, go to the the TAC, National Education Ministry, and see if we will forget contact to the new DD way it will come currently.
You get any reaction from the parents? You know, I can imagine almost some of them go don't spend for buy new uniforms, you know, shoes, learning materials as well, and they look forward to sending their kids. It can always be a very nice scene a morning when schools and they open and kids returning to school. And you get any reaction from the parents about how they feel that them picking and get for sit on house as them they look forward to the reopening of schools today?
Indeed, divergence of views and opinions and comments we don't come out from the parent and what are interface with even for the latter passes of yesterday. That are very much unfortunate. Like what I listened to you before the call they come in, just mentioned how terrible it is that a government where it don't paint himself for a flagship program were very much critical to the growth of Sierra Leone, and all of a sudden the inconsistencies of the payments of the school subsidy, one part, the core pillar then for the free private school education would drive through. It's been forthcoming. It's been surrounded with numerous of challenges. So the president said, don't you see, in fact, Kenema here, I can say to you, Lamana, that initially after 2023 elections, people like just don't listen up. There is not free quality education. People start declaring that until the district coordinator for free quality education go right across the radio stations within Kenema say, no, there is still free quality education because government is just making pronouncement. Considering the strategic aspect of government doing his responsibilities, the provision of learning materials on time, and also the provision of those fee subsidy. So parents say, we are no longer in the dark days that we could take somebody that way no more. Our eyes are now open. People now they follow up issues closely and see what is going on. So that perception don't be done there around. And as we speak, they very much feel bad to the way that the whole some amount of disappointment that is made into the governance of the SLBB, that the flagship program of such, and for the fact that there is no one we talk with, we say 22% of our country's budget is being allocated to this project, and yet it's been surrounded with this whole lot of challenges. Come on, and this subsidy is very much critical to this whole thing. If they come, learning materials they come. How then we will talk see there is a free quality education. So there is a lot of mixed feelings that is there with me that is very much saddened that for the people and say there's one Mohammed where we talked to that he don't promote for where JSS to he don't prepare, they don't buy everything and bicycle for make you work. So today him not going to school, it's just like a sad day for him. Yeah. So all those feelings and expressions have been shared, and we're looking forward and I pray that government will admit and resolve this matter within this week and many start for the schooling.
Hopefully, we are hopeful, and hopefully this will be resolved. But the point is there needs to be a sustainable plan for resolve this, not to every other academic year. Not like we're on a circle, moving on the same. But thanks so much, Cleverson from Kenema for the update day. We will keep an eye on the story and we'll continue for look if whether the kids then will return to school tomorrow. Thanks for the update from Kenema.
And then thanks so much, Lamrana.
Yes, that now colleague Cleverson Kawa from Kenema degree update. The same situation. It's raining in Kenema as well, but it's the same situation. Schools are closed. The teachers are not there. They are on strike. Same for Freetown. This morning, and we they go right across for talk to with colleagues them and get a picture of how it is across the country with the reopening of schools and the strike action by the teachers, and it's okay. We they go Falaba, Usai, we colleague Frederick there on the line now. Good morning, Frederick.
Good morning, Mr. Ba.
Good morning and welcome. Falaba, the schools are open or it's the same situation?
from SFTU been pulled the press release for say all government assisted schools and government schools, they're not for open school. The information don't reach now Falaba, and as it is now, I know they see no picking a street with the inside uniform, and most of the teachers then they we ask them, they say we still they continue with holiday until we get an information again from SLT.
So, the authorities them na Falaba, yeah, they see if people when they watch our screen now, they show the schools and how then they. But if people are watching from Falaba, if people na Falaba, the authorities them, then you able to get any reaction from them on this, especially the government authorities them on this strike action, on waiting and they do or whether they're engaging.
Unfortunately, Mr. Ba, most of the government authorities then where they're supposed to base na Falaba district, like the deputy director for MBSSC and the deputy director for Teaching Service Commission, they're not in the district. We know they've been a holiday that they found, and the chairman for Council of Principals na Falaba district, we happen to be one of the principals, Mr. John Karipa, in the district. But they say they take interview from nobody for now. But now agreement where the older agree for say if government not send the subsidy, they not go open school until government send the subsidy.
Frederick, I'm sure you get family, you get speaking, and we I'm sure they look forward for good school today. As a parent, how do you feel about this? What's the reaction of the Pikinden house?
Well, the parents they're not happy. There's some then they say instead of the encourage free education, then for don't left the Pikinden. So, or then for don't left the school then so, then the encourage free education, then it affects the Pekin and book learning. Even the preparedness now the Pekin side, small lapses because whether the school they open, later SFTU can pull this press release, then they give the course, but who parents there, they're not able to prepare. And the students are also they're not being prepared. And if you check now Falaba district, we not get private school now the entire district. Now all the government schools then we get now the district. So if they say all government schools, then they're not open until government address the subsidy issues. Now we send them to address this subsidy business and they begin to return back now school. Some challenges they back concerning this free quality education. They ask some teachers then, they say the whole of last year, they're not being supplied chalk, they're not being supplied some materials then at the schools there. So they say them they get shortage. Now through them small thing the way that they collect from Pekin and now then they go buy chalk. If then kind of issues they come up again, it affects with Pekin there. It is seriously affected.
It's really looks like the situation everywhere. You know, it's like the situation everywhere. But thank you so much, Frederick from Falaba. We will continue for get update from you. Hopefully tomorrow for see if this issue is being resolved. Whether the teachers and they go back to school. But thank you so much from Falaba for that update today. That now we colleague Frederick from Falaba, and it's the same situation. And you see, the difference is places like Kenema, I'm sure they get private schools. Like Bo, there must be private schools. I know Awada School, yeah, where me friend, my big sister Chadia, they run the Awada School, very popular school. I understand that the chief minister go and many other people them. Freetong, there are a lot of private schools. There are alternatives and for people them way able afford. But places like Falaba, they don't get private school. No, not there. You know. No, not there. So let me go Bo quickly. We get Bo and then we get we colleague Bawa. Good morning. Hello. Okay, we dey get a little bit problem with it. I understand say the rain heavily in that part there na the country from Bo down to Kenema. It's raining and Freetown this morning, overnight to this morning, we have get some heavy rain. We still dey try for reach out to we colleague from Bo. But that's the situation, like I'm saying. Bigger towns and cities then get alternative with private schools. But places like Falaba, they don't get. Let's go, Bo. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes, good morning and welcome, Bawa. How is it like in Bo this morning? The schools are open or now the private schools are no more they operate?
Now the private school, but unfortunately it is heavily raining right as I to you. So we know we do sort of movement as right now. I just try to get the number.
Bawa, we get a very bad line with you. I wish you can move to somewhere else. Can you move a bit? Maybe the line could be better. We get a the line they come in broken this morning.
Hello, it's heavily raining here.
Yeah, I understand. We will try for call you back and see if we can get a better line. If you can move somewhere, maybe we will get a better network. Then we go try for call you back. The line a little bit broken and it could be difficult for the people to understand. Me say the find and difficult for get you clearly in the talk back. And I go imagine waiting how people and they get the feedback out there on our radio and with social media as well. But we'll try to get you back. And that's the situation, what I was trying to say about places where no get private school, like Falaba, you know, see, the kids will have to sit at home until when the issue is resolved. I mean, Paddy can say, how did we get here? How did we get here? It's painful that, you know, every other academic year will get at this same situation. Every other academic year. Let's go my 91 how they join with colleague Tamba Komba. We're there on the line now. Good morning, Tamba.
Yeah, good morning,
You're very much welcome. How is it like in my 91 Tonkolili district this morning? What's in the situation with the reopening of schools?
And that's what about the only situation that there is no semblance of reopening.
So the kids are all at home, the teachers are home, there is no sign of anybody going back to school. Did you get any reaction from the parents or them we've been look forward for sending them picking and go to school today?
Well, I know the topic and the parents at the moment, but through phone conversation with the chairman for the student teacher one from some then therefore fully implemented that activity that the national secretary for the student teacher. We in fact don't not all his students from that in the system, not for open space until then get the release from the national secretary.
How about the education authorities from say the Ministry of Basic Education or the district council, because some of these schools are also supported by councils there. You get any reaction from them?
Well, reaction from the council because most humanity have to put a star up in the district sector. So first, maybe some parts along the way, the establishment with the council
Okay, Tamba, thank you so much for that update there from Mile 91, Tonkolili district. It's the same situation, that the picture we want for being out, let people understand, say, it's a nationwide situation. It's not unique just to Freetown, Bo or Kenema. It's the same in Falaba, in Mile 91, and I'm sure Cambia. We try to get onto with colleagues in Makeni as well and try to understand How is it happening? You know, I'm sure McKinney get private schools. Yeah, there are private schools in McKinney, and the kids in a private schools go don't return back to school, while the kids in a public schools. And you know, we can say this, but it's very important. I know a lot of people in government went to public schools. Okay, let's go McKinney. We get McKinney on the line now. Good morning, Bash. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, viewers, and good morning to you, Ahmed Raba.
What's in the situation at McKinney? The kids are back to school, or it's the same as it is in Freetown? Usai schools then close down. The teachers then they on strike.
Well, for McKinney, presently I in St. Francis Secondary School, and kids them they around really on the school uniform. We I ask some of the picking them. Then some are aware about the teachers them strike one. Some know nothing about the strike. And they see the school company open, yes. Once the SS in open, we the secretary they around. I ask them like whether in there for can teach or the teacher them get for come around. He just tell me say if any teacher come around, I for can collect something we don't left freely and go back. But I'm not sure teacher get for come around for can teach. The situation is just the same.
So the doors of the schools, you're saying schools are open actually. It's just that they're not functioning. They need to teach. The teachers they know to teach, picking they're not in a classroom and all of that. But
no, really.
School authorities then at the school.
Only on this inside this school also now a secretary here and in I think in get shooting back the power work on just like I say if any teacher come around I can pick up something and return back. Not so for camp teach. And for private schools, yes, there are some at the work at this morning for camp. I see one private school in open and picking and don't begin camp.
Okay.
But for the government schools, nothing so far. Nothing for them yet. They do the school picking and they come around. And this don't the risk concern the parents them also. We see this not so the right time and as things continue like this, it'll be very challenging for we kids them, you know. We some go don't ready say yes, today they go back to school, then they go to tree, they get that kind ambience they for gets back to school and you can't have school back, then nothing will happen. So some parents they raise concerns whether how long they begin for sit down home before then they begin for can school back, you know. And for kind of school and teach them back. Some not even not tell their kids them really say teachers in the strike. So the situation is almost just the same here also. After I don't listen to other
McKinney na a place we get a very active local media. I know there is Hope Radio, Amza's Radio, the SLBC McKinney there, a lot of it. Waiting when I don't get any comments or statement from the ministry officials na McKinney Day na Bombali district.
Not yet. No official messages from them. No official message yet. You know, just that then say that they adhere to within within that we don't pull out. You know, if there is any arrangements to within they don't pull out. The concerns them with and don't raise, then yes, schools they come back to school and for can teach. But for the meantime, they just get for seats and see what and see how the situation they go around. Because then they complain about how even the learning and teaching materials them knocking day for teach. We before see that long also came one of them, you know, for the past times them we I can say since when they supply the learning and teaching materials, this free education will just start. Since then, nothing will happen yet. So, like, a great concern for the teachers and also so the parents them. Some can even say, if government's not able to pay, let them just allow the parents them for pay, so the people will continue for learn. You know, I talk to a few parents where some of them concerns them they. So You see, the situation is very sad. For that we see things like this could happen around.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Bash. It's the same situation. Hopefully, before the end of the day, we go get a statement from SLTU. We still wait for get the regional secretary in the studio for react to what in government say. But thank you so much for the update day. And hopefully we kids them back. The issue will be resolved and the kids will get back to school. That now colleague Bash from McKinney. And the situation is same everywhere. In Bo, Kenema, Falaba, McKinney as well. And in Freetown, we get forget we colleagues them na Freetown as well. We're there out na some schools for give you updates about how things and they happen na Freetown as well, waiting at the situation. Because, sometimes I can remember when we've been in this school, you get very excited getting back to school. You don't get new shoes, new uniform, new bag. You want to go show off, so you party them, and even the list, I think we they go Cambia quickly. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Alfred, how is Cambia?
Yeah, Cambia, the weather they okay, and also they look at the updates from the school reopening, also this particular year, also where people are expecting beginning for them, begin prepare for go school, most students in there. Well, it does start like a normal holiday day because one school picking in the center they go because some day at the central side of Cambia, where na Cambia two checkpoints. So if for say plenty schools in the day and even the one they really can be at on they can keep pass for going to school. Well, as this don't they carry on more so we'll be talk to the deputy director for the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education where now Mohamed Kamara, we don't give confirm say school for open today and picking them for go school because the ministry and the vice principal and vice president they don't talk to the complex of principal and also the Sierra Leone teachers senior for make them go able to see them. We'll give them 2 terms of them subsidies there where them they don't able get now the schools them. But up to now as they carry on because as normal thermo school open, we can see picking them then they pay bikes on the worker from the primary to the secondary. Mostly they go school plenty one at the road. But right now, starting up so nothing I need to see and decide the worker and also no school picking. You need to see the kind way safe for parents them for Agbasi for prepare them picking or you see picking they prepare more so for go school.
Okay. So the ministry authorities then say the issue has been resolved, but the kids are not in school. That is what you're saying.
Sure, the kids are not in school, they're not in our school.
So, the atmosphere, most times when school can reopen, the parents them, can also get involved. Sometimes, most times, I then they drop them picking them go school and especially on the first day. But the issue about private schools, Cambia gets private schools same way. Sometimes you go see picking and they go school, not private schools, or it's mostly public schools.
Well, see, there people get plenty private schools in Cambia district, but then get a different date so they open. We get for open on the 15th of this month, and then get for open. Okay. So that one is indifferent, but then confirm say then they open because they're not the part of this particular subsidies the government can give to the government or government assisted school. And looking at the parents, the district care the way na radio call and get programs the way they can all at night for the people that vet them concern them. Therefore ask say what did they go on? What did they happen? The school they open, what did they happen? So that's be able to prompt say they able get an interview online with the deputy director for education Nakambi and I so will be also confirm say school for open today and something for able happen fine one. But like I say, nothing. You need to see that kind of fever like where school open today where they happen. And one thing for Cambia district, the teachers them and the school authority them they get one law where them put where get for do with say if you not can school the first day, you must do work. Either you go clean toilets or you go clean the school or door.
That's for the school picking them.
That for the school picking them. So that don't make sure say the picking and the absence the first day. And also then he left some paper them when I exam them would then take more so but when this not the final one, they not get that kind of thing day. So the picking they always keep go school the first day. But this time, like they see some picking and they play around more so but not school fever for sure. It doesn't no more like normal holiday time.
So the district authorities, you get any reaction from them? Are they saying anything about this?
Well, like this when a national something, the paramount chief for the PCMP by Farmer Tax going back, the fourth from Agbema Chief from we be able to talk on a particular one in different meeting the way he attend for sake of the development of the district, but he carried that particular one. They say na national something and he not go able for make influence from this particular side just here. And if you watch back, the teachers themselves they get concerned say some of them, pass what them gonna farm for do them kind of thing and the way they sell for make them go able to get money for run the school because plenty things then they what they need for put in place when I learning materials, the bench the way they broke and other teachers, they wanna community teachers them be happy. And so then I want not gonna opportunity or not gonna make they just get for carry also they make sure say the school learning business then they will go fine. And you know say if you get community teachers then we not them Bokuna this country, especially Cambria district, you get for try for satisfy them small because at least we see that they sacrifice themselves and not get paid, then therefore they get small thing from then subsidies there and all that in them. But if you need to get them, so not you go school every day safe. So not you want no kind really.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Alaji, for that update day. Thanks so much. It's the same situation. And this is the Truth Morning Devotion. We don't talk to our colleagues from the region where they come now. We studio very shortly for listen to waiting the SLTU get for say. Like I say, we don't try to forget the ministry for talk on this. Apart from the statement we them sent out this morning, there is no way of getting them in the studios for can talk to we or even on the line, you know. So we can talk to SLTU and hopefully maybe after tomorrow the government press conference we will get the ministry for can talk to. We'll take a quick commercial break from partners them. We'll come back, we will continue the program.
Orange money go to good, don't come for you. Businessman and businesswoman, he don't come for you.
This time again, the delivery guy no dey give me all the money and I dey lost track of all my payments them. How I suppose for one business like this?
Why you not register for Orange Money Kotoku?
Kotoku?
If you get small business na salon, this na your chance for make you upgrade am. Orange Money they introduce Kotoku na business line for all business them.
Kotoku no dey yaba.
Whether you na cookery seller, trader, barber, bike man or keke rider, this na una chance for receive payments directly to your Kotoku wallet from your customer them. And the best part na Orange Money go pay you commission for receive payments na your Kotoku wallet. Cash out for free na any Orange Money office, franchise or kiosk point. Kotoku wallet na your business in better one. For register for Kotoku wallet, dial #144 *8*10#.
I say Orange Money Kotoku.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000 111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
It's Cammy, baby.
Education is a must, brother. If you learn, it go clear you way. Take your book and pen, make you go to school. Cause this opportunity don't come now for you. No left behind, sister. Say knowledge and truth are for father spread.
Education are free.
Boy picking out picking for go school.
Education are free.
Say inside salon today, oh mama.
Education are free.
Education supposed to be free as announced by the President, His Excellency Dr. Julius Maada Bio, with the free quality education. But for make education free, people and they we need for take care of. You know, things and they we government need for do. Paying school fee subsidies, taking care of the teachers as well, very important. So, unfortunately, today, the 8th of September 2025, where public schools are for reopen, the teachers are on strike. We get between at the studio now for the Kuyate, the regional secretary for the Western region of the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. Good morning, Mr. Kuyate, and welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Una day on this strike action. We don't read una press statements is about paying school fee subsidies, the statement of teachers, increasing the amount, and also una they talk about teachers' salary and all of that. How una gets to this point? Because I could imagine there must have been some engagement. Una for don't get a meeting, the vice president don't intervene. Why is it that we're not able to resolve this issue for the sake of the Peking them?
Thank you very much for that very important question. And you use the word, why we need to resolve this issue for the sake of the children of Sierra Leone. Education, SLTU, they know we for strike actions for better pay and condition of service for teachers there. But this time around, we get the Peking there at heart. You can imagine for the past 3 terms, last school year, second term, and third term of last school years, government not pay the school fee subsidies at the schools. And schools, they don't open today. And they're supposed to pay the school fee subsidies for this term before the commencement of the school year where they start today. We don't hold several meetings. We don't hold meeting last year in November with the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Labor, the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, and other stakeholders in education. For see, una left for the delay the payment of the school fee subsidies. And I pay the school fee subsidies because in 2018, His Excellency the President came with the free quality education. An education, a flagship program of the government. Year in, year out, they know they give the school fee subsidies. The principals, they already run the schools, the secondary schools. The head teachers, they already run the primary schools. Then they in serious debt from suppliers.
For supply, for waiting.
For supply, for example, registers, then get for get registers in the schools and they supply them. Then get for buy chalk, government they supply the chalk. Then get for provide a scheme of work with textbooks for the teachers. Them they need to do all that one day. And apart from that, these school fee subsidies, we get some teachers who know they're on payroll, especially up country in the provinces. We call them community teachers. They are not on the payroll. Now, out of these school subsidies here, they give them stipend, not salary or stipend for letting them keep their life. Some schools then in the past 4, 5, 6 months, they not pay them teachers then they. And schools they can't pay. How the teachers they leave? Then get paid, then get parents, then get picking them, then get other things they for do. So we, based on that engagement, we don't see say government not committed to education any longer. We have no alternative. As I talk to you, so on Thursday, this past Thursday, when I'm in public holiday, the birthday of the Prophet Muhammad, we hold meeting with the Vice President. What the Vice President said, they will commit themselves for paying the school fee subsidies. But as I speak to you so now, today is Monday. Nothing has been reflected in that school.
But the ministry say, according to a statement from the Ministry of Basic Education, they say, like just read them, it say payments of outstanding subsidies. As of 5th September, the government has transferred last year's second and third term subsidies amounting to over 82,000 to commercial banks and shared the transfer receipts with the SLTU.
Of course, that is what he said. Now, so you don't see.
Una don't see the receipts, the payments. Una don't see.
They don't send the receipt then at the president in full. But we will not stop the strike action until the amount then they from the commercial bank goes into the various schools' account. Understand? Sending the receipt is one thing, as he rightly said.
But this is government. Una for believe them. Una doubt say governments go tell una say we don't pay where they not pay.
No, we don't go doubt them.
No, but this is a commitment that could have got teachers. And una for me don't say, okay, well, with this kind of commitment and assurance, let we go teach.
No, we cannot do that. Because membership in the say, it has to reflect in their bank account. If they go now this today Monday, let them go into the bank account, into a various bank account. That's why we are monitoring the situation. And let them tell we say, yes, government, the commercial bank has remitted this amount into our bank account and we don't receive them. Until that is done, we'll continue the strike action.
So until the money day.
Exactly.
So money na hand.
Exactly. Money na hand.
So how this wetin bring come about this kind of doubts? Because somebody go imagine say this is government. If governments make a commitment to SLTU, naturally, SLTU gets a responsibility for say, okay, we can go and teach. It looks like we are not trust the government.
Well, also a matter of trust. We don't hold several meetings. I remember the last meeting we held with the very Minister of Finance, Fanta Madi Bangura. Understand? He said we don't spend any money at the commercial banks there for pay the school fee subsidies. It took us over a month before that money reflected into the school's account. So it's not a matter of trust, it's a matter of commitment, a matter of seeing it reality on the ground. Because when a teacher then go take the money, a teacher then go take the money, the principal then go take the money on their account, it is that very money they are going to use. As I talk to you, so some schools and the roof don't come out. How the beginner go sit inside the classroom in the soak? They have to repair those roofs and finance school fee subsidies. So we want to see a physical amount reaching the schools before call off the strike action.
So, as part of the free quality education, what's in the support where schools then they get from the ministry? What's in the addition to the ministry apart from the subsidies? Because it looks like now I get for repair schools,
yes.
Now I get for buy teaching and learning materials,
yes.
Now I get for do everything.
Yes. The Ministry of Education, we don't talk see. When President Bio come on this flagship program, they say they go supply teaching and learning materials to the school. It didn't our letter. For the past 3 years now, government has not supplied a single materials to the schools. What are these materials? The beginning books saying you use, the textbooks, exercise books, they say we supply there. Pen, pencils, understand? Teacher, they say forget the textbooks from government for facilitating and teaching the schools. These are the teaching and learning materials. Register on the supplier. Now the schools they buy the register. All of the teacher record work at the schools they supply. And these are, apart from the school fee subsidy, these are the materials the government for supply the schools. As I talk to you, 3 years now, they have not supplied those materials. Then apart from that, President beyond we don't talk say, then go do the level best for provide uniform for the PKs. And we know the take water because it has never been done. And that was the commitment. And that's making even win elections in this country. Because the parents are so happy all over the country. So because of this initiative of free quality education for Pekin, we are going to vote for the government.
Mr. Koyate,
and they voted for the government.
You picking in a public school and
public schools as I speak to you too.
So then self sit down house today.
They sit down. Because even a leader of SLTU. Public school.
How you they feel that you picking them sit down house and other picking them across the country?
I they feel bad. What I go support, I don't talk to me because say bia. Like other parents I talk to them, they say bia. We are fighting for the children, we're not fighting for the teachers. Let government do the needful. We go tell government say if you cannot pay these fees, 10,000 leons per child per term for primary schools, 50,000 leons junior secondary school pupils, 60,000 for SSS. If you cannot pay them, let's give the burden back to the parents. The parents will pay and trade. You don't come, you say go pay. They are not paying for the past 3 times, almost 1 year they not pay. How can you run the schools? How they go open schools? The schools then, furniture no day. They don't broke them for last time, they don't broke the furnitures. They don't for repair them. The ceilings then don't damage. Boku thing. Who's the beginning go sit down? How can they get the supplies? Do you want for appeal to all parents in this country? And as support let government do the needful by paying the school fee subsidies. Until they don't begin, we are going to monitor the banks and see whether they don't send them money at the school's account.
So if you approve till they say the money then don't reach, they return to classrooms to
except a majority of the schools get, because that money they don't send, so you not go do. We are talking about 110 billion euros.
But this is government saying they've paid it. You look the doubt government. Government is saying, I'll read the press statement again. It's a paying of outstanding subsidies. They say they don't pay over 82,000. The amount is 82,514,470 to commercial banks for the second. So this press statement come out on the 5th, yes, on the 7th.
On the 7th,
yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, but this is government. Government said they don't do the transfer.
Can I tell you something?
Tell the public.
The public. Parents there. We know they doubt government too. But let them money when they're at the commercial bank, let them reach the school's account. And the principal there will get the money through the system. As you go there, so they can say, we don't receive, this could not receive, this could. That is what we want to see. The money, now so they see in the commercial account, and the commercial banks, Do you have the commercial banks there? Will they beg now today? Today, let them money go at the various schools account. After that, we and government go sit down and say we will lift, perhaps we will lift the strike action.
So,
but as of now,
is it perhaps,
the strike
no, but if una receive the money, if una confirm before the close of business today, say, them money I don't go na the school's account them. Una they go back to classrooms tomorrow and teach the picking them. This is about the kids.
Yes, we go hold a consultative meeting for ensure, say, yes, all schools that are affected, let me use the word all, not to some who, all schools that are affected receive the money. When that is confirmed with us, we lift the strike action.
So let me talk about the other thing we're very important, we're the issue of ghost teachers.
Okay.
You know, very recently, the Teaching Service Commission, you know, removed over 4,000 teachers them. And then say they don't reinstate about over 1,000 as well.
Yeah.
But this issue of, you know, ghost teachers as well, it has to be connivance between school authorities and people then we know the teach where they receive salary. You yourself not think so, you get responsibility for addressing situation and they.
Thank you very much. You get responsibility, and that is why we are working hand in hand with the Teaching Service Commission for ensure then ghost teachers then come on at the payroll voucher. Lamara, as I tell you so, I speak to you so, there are some schools. They do not even exist because salary is good at their schools study.
Who are responsible for
the
that?
Ministry. The Ministry of Education. First and foremost, how did they establish those schools? And how did they start giving salaries to teachers in those schools? It's not SLTU, it's the ministry. Even the very ministry, people are doing the connive for fraud the system. And they say categorically. Because they don't discover schools where they don't exist. And as I speak to you so, formally, the names of teachers they're going to have some school vouchers. The schools they not receive the vouchers. How can they detect those ghost teachers? So don't tell them, say, when they go with this exercise, about 4,662 teachers, then pull them in, we shall support them. Even as I talk to you right now, SL2 teachers are there waiting for TSC for go re-verify some teachers. As I speak to you, so they say they don't capture 1,802 teachers them, where they don't re-verify for them get salary. You go surprised for no say some of those teachers then they're going to bank and not even get their money. What is happening? And the teachers are there 2 months now. They don't get salary. July and August. So when they say all of these things, government get for address them. Otherwise, we want to see a concrete evidence of them teachers receiving their salaries.
What's in your assessments? I'm sure you've teach for a very long time.
I have taught for over 30 years.
Wow.
Really.
Thanks for your service.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for serving this country. But what's in your assessment of the free quality education and the impacts on this country? Because me believe now one of the most ambitious projects we don't get in my own time where president don't ever announce where I think now one of the things that we could change this country if we invest in them and implement them well. Waiting are you somebody we don't do in this sector for over 30 years? Waiting are your assessment of them?
My assessment of them, it is good. And we want to thank the president for bringing the free quality education. But the program is so ambitious and it gets a lot of challenges with regards to the finance and the filler for government. President Bill don't take the free quality education. 20% of the budget, national budget, goes on education. But we don't see the impact. Because government, and only for the resources they don't get, or they go other priority areas. Understand? Because we have not seen much impact on the free quality education as the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. It is an ambitious program, it is good, but perhaps they get constrained with the finance. Otherwise, you know, for the talk about school fees sorted by now, for 3 terms, not been paid. Otherwise, we're not going to talk about teaching and learning materials. We, for past 3 years, they're able to fly the schools. Otherwise, we're not going to talk about poor condition of service for teachers. As I talk to you, so a good number of our teachers at this country receive $100 per month.
What's the average salary?
The average salary for teachers now 1.5.
With the highest?
1,500 leons.
The highest is how much?
The highest is about 2,000.
The highest paid teacher?
Yes, perhaps the principal then go get them 3,000-4,000. But I talk about the average teacher. The average teacher, and let's talk about the principal.
We get HTC.
We get HTC is about 2,000. It's not even up to $100 per month. And let me give this message to government. After this strike action, by coming December, we are going to write another letter for negotiations for better pays and salaries for teachers. Our teachers are suffering the classroom.
But you just talk about governments in challenge about financing the free quality education. I want add salary increase.
They want for Adam be continue and the flagship program President Bio. They say one for say this people then other workers then they envy the teaching profession. As I speak to you, so people they left the profession because the salary is so low. And that is and if that is the ambition of the president, we are going to meet him again.
So is it you're giving an hint of a pending strike action about Suna salary?
No, not a pending strike action. In fact, the last action we take when they give 45%, we threaten on a strike action when they go give 45%. So this time around by December, we are going to tell them it is now time. The 45% when I'm in Giwi, you know the inflationary rate of the country. They don't charge.
But inflation they go down.
That is on paper.
No, but
that is on paper.
Reports and they show
that is what the reports say. The data, not the data. But go look at the average citizen in this country. If you life better.
What's in the assurance we want to give parents where they watch we and listen to we now? Say this issue will be resolved and the kids will get back to school.
The assurance we parents, we are fighting for the children of this country. Let them get that, and the future leaders will pick in there. If you're not getting the education they deserve, if government will pay the school fee subsidies, where they make them pick their land and get quality education, and government don't talk shit, they don't put the money at the commercial bank. Parents in our support, we see that money they go to the schools there, and when that money go to the schools there, if not within this week, perhaps by next week, we'll lift the strike action and let the picking them go to school.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Kuyate, for joining at the show this morning. We know so you get for run for go to another program same this morning. Unfortunately, we never get the ministry for sit down with you and talk. We don't try to forget them. For react to some of them.
Anytime I get in, I call me at the camp.
Definitely, and we appreciate that.
One side sit down, myself sit down.
Well, then they will
we talk the issues.
Yeah, exactly, then they're very important. But hopefully we will get them. But thank you so much for joining with this morning. We go keep. We therefore they call you for any other updates we will get. Okay. So the public will know it's in the app. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We other guests to join we na the devotion this morning. Continue for watch. My name is Amadula Manapa.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080 000 111 or 075 000 111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
Me man, you no go believe this. Orange Money cash out fee don't count on to only 1% for any amount you cash out.
Young lady, now true say Orange Money they charge now 1% for cash out?
Yes, sir. Just 1% of the amount where you want for cash out.
So if I cash out 1,000 leons, now 10 leon no more they pay?
Exactly. 10 leons for 1,000 leons.
So me picking, if I cash out 100 leons, now 1 leon are they pay?
Yes, ma. Just 1 leon for 100 leons.
Wait, bar. If I pull 50 leons, that now only 5 cents at the pay?
Now you don't talk so.
Wow, this one fool me much. I know one day here is such low fee. Orange Money don't make things easy for we all.
Now, cash out for only 1% of the amount with the widest agent network, na Salone. Now the cheapest cash out fee. No more stress, no more high fees. Just easy transaction. Orange Money, they any outside you go.
Orange Money, they are for you and me. Happy na the government, waiting happy na the parliament, waiting be happy to development.
Waiting me happen to we betterment, we want know. Do ya tell me, sir? Waiting they happen to me sister them, we want know. To we brother them. Waiting they happen when we preacher them. Hey big youths man, tell me where you aim. Tell me where you aim, tell me where you claim. Right now free tongue, thief man on the dawn. Any angle and any range I am pin pants on. Them be judge they set and bet and be their hoes. Man they be chappos and them picky over by them clothes. Man they be judge they pose, man they be judge they overdose. Where we want for talk, man they judge they grab and then they rose. 1996 coffee order then draw we nose. 1998 a beauty business drug close. So Kia be make Olu not able to fufu. I make them bakulolu and send and go down na fadugu. Waiting up in the government. Waiting up in the parliament. Waiting me up into development. Waiting me up into we betterment. We want know. Do ya tell me, sir? Waiting they happen to me sister them. We want know. To we brother them. Waiting they happen but we preacher them. Land that we love our home. God a sweet Sierra Leone. Land that we love our home. Waiting up in the government. Waiting up in the parliament. Waiting me up into development. Waiting me up into we betterment. We want know. Do ya tell me, sir?
Waiting they happen to we government, waiting they happen at parliament, waiting they happen different part then at the country. We just don't talk about education. Unfortunately, the strike action is still on. Government say they don't pay. Kuyate from SLT say they need for see the money. Then for proof say the money don't reach before they get back to the classrooms. And hopefully before the close of business today, we go get a resolution to this issue. That's very important. Make the picking and go back in schools. As the free quality education, me always say, and I've been saying, I think some aspects of don't go through parliament, but I still think say if there be something we for legislate, say would I ever come? Would I ever be president of this country if for fund the free quality education and if for continue for survive? Nobody know for shift away from them. And it's worrying if President Bio, where is still the president and this now initiative, we still get problem about paying subsidies. Imagine if he's not, when he's not in power, when he's not the president. Every other president get their own priority. So I think we can do better. The issue of school, I know there will be challenges definitely, but school fee subsidies every academic year we get for go to the same issue. It's something we need to resolve. We definitely need to do that. And hopefully government will find a sustainable plan for resolve this moving forward. Welcome to the devotion, and we will continue the show. Me, na the teacher, headmaster, we on school no lock, we on classroom no close. We they teach and they talk to the people that we matter. In December 2024, some 8 months ago, President Bio appoints retired AIG Mori Lengo as the Minister of Internal Affairs. A former policeman take over from a former military officer, Major General retired David Taluva. This morning, I get the pleasure for welcome retired AIG Mori Lengo na the devotion this morning. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Lamrana.
It is a pleasure.
And congratulations for this beautiful studio. I mean, there's a very, very big achievement.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
so
viewers.
Much. Thanks for your service, to this nation, and continued service.
Thank you very much.
From serving in the security sector. You're still in the security sector, but now as a minister, and they ensure say we are all safe.
Definitely. I'll do my best.
Yes. And I want to say, I told people that for me, there's been some changes. The answer, seeing you, I see you, they move all around. Yeah. And one thing we don't happen, I'm sure a lot of people don't notice, now clearing the right of ways.
Yes.
Where I see you so involving. But how has it been, this transition? I know you've been in public service, but from serving the police to becoming a minister, how has it been for you?
Great, really. And, with the experience I've gathered over the years, I think it's helping me to do some of the things I'm doing. Like you're talking about me going about, we call it management by walking about to ensure that things are done. So basically, those are the things I make sure that things are in place. And when you say do this, you follow it up so that it happens. Since I take over, I think it's been wonderful.
You enjoy the job?
Oh yeah, definitely, because I meet a very wonderful staff now, MIA. I mean, when I was in service, I thought it was only the police, the military, that are professional, disciplined. But I think the HRMO office, for give them kudos, they're really recruiting very good staff. And I'm really working with my staff as a team. So we work together, we plan together. And one thing I think, they know they come in the morning, then they frown their faces. What I can enjoy where I did in the office, so then they come, then they smile. You know, I feel good. I mean, the working environment is not toxic because I make myself very accessible and I listen to the ideas. We share ideas. So that has been helping. So whatever has been happening in the ministry is not done alone. We do it together collectively. And of course, with the agencies that...
Yes, now then there are one camper. You get a lot of agencies under the ministry.
I have 9.
Yes.
The Sierra Leone Police, Immigration, the Correctional Service, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the Civil Registration Authority, the Sierra Leone Arms Commission, the
Fire Force.
Fire Force, yes.
You get, this is a very huge...
Independent Police Complaint Board, Arms Ammunition Commission.
This is a very huge ministry. You know, sometimes we don't understand. I've been read last night, actually. We don't understand the responsibilities and how huge this ministry is in ensuring and assuring we national security, different areas. Are we safe?
We are relatively very safe. I mean, when you compare what is happening in Sierra Leone to other places, I say we are one of the safest countries in the world. And in fact, our dream in the ministry, we've done a strategic plan, by the way, Lamrana, and the vision of that is making Sierra Leone the safest place to be in the world. And people can say, oh, is that not too big a dream, and can we realize it? I say, yes, definitely. If we all work together collectively, consciously, we will achieve them. Because somebody say, if your dream not scare you, it is not big enough. And I'm sure that because of that, if Sierra Leoneans will say we can do it, we can. I mean, it's not only about us. And even if I leave tomorrow, that can be a legacy so that somebody coming after me will continue. That is why we now have a strategic plan. Because unfortunately, when I took over, there was no strategic plan, no roadmap. So I said, why? They said, oh, well, we needed a consultant, and the consultant was asking for $60,000. I said, what? I said, no, I mean, I've done these things, so I don't need a consultant. I'm the consultant. I'm here.
So you're the minister, you serve as consultant. And
definitely.
Yeah,
so I saved the country. Yeah, I saved the country $60,000, you know. So, well, in fact, I started first by bringing my own ministry together, and we brainstormed. We went to the police Kingdom mess. You know, we came up with the ideas, things we want to do. You know, then after that, I engaged the agencies and departments working together. We've done a draft, and that draft will now be in regional consultation.
Yeah, I see that.
We've been to Kenema, we've been to Bo, to McKinney, Local, and now we'll be coming to Freetown, Western Rural, and then Urban. And then, of course, I think we'll have a special session for people like you, the journalists, so that you can, the media, you can scrutinize, and then we have ownership.
What's in this strategic plan they look at? You know, what's in our internal security objective? You know, because when you talk about security, you know, most times they look at just the police. You don't mention a lot of agencies that were under the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Yeah.
How people access with passports is security issues as well.
Exactly.
Fire.
Yes.
National safety, National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, we get an issue of drug abuse presently in this country. It's a threat to state security as well.
Definitely.
What are the objective way you look at as you know the consultant minister for this strategic plan?
We look at peace, safety, and security nationally. Like I said again, come back to the vision, making Sierra Leone the safest place to be. So we ask ourselves as individuals, what can I do so that I can contribute to that vision, so that it can be realized? So once we get that in our heads, then we can do everything we would think say necessary. But then over and above that, when you do a strategy, you look at your structure, you look at your capacity, and you look at your mandates. So all of these agencies, they have key objectives within they achieve. So we don't pull all of that together and then we say, okay, Australian Police, for instance, what are your key objectives? Within you want to do? So of course, the area of ensuring safety, reduction of crime, having police stations in many other places where we don't have stations, and of course, transforming the police into a service. Immigration, we want to make it semi-autonomous so that, it can do things much better and also enhance service delivery. The same with Fire Force. In fact, I'm thinking of making it a fire service instead of a force so that it's service-oriented, so that it will serve people. So these are some of the things. The correctional service, we want to decongest. We want to also probably, move Panama Road. It's a lot of inconvenience with SAID presently, and make sure that now with the new CPA coming into effect, some of these minor offenses, there are alternative punishments. Exactly, dispute resolution, instead of people going to prison. So these are all some of the things we're doing collectively together, so that we can make Sierra Leone very, very safe.
How this plan fall in line with within the agencies they get? Because like you mentioned, the police department do review the act and then they move in towards a service than a force. How do they fall in line? So get say now the ministry objective this, but this agency get this plan when it want implement.
Well, that's why I said initially when I started, they all came together. We know what their objectives are. We put on in a strategic plan, because what we did do as a ministry, we provide policy, strategic guidance and direction, and ensure that the agencies get the resources for let them deliver on their mandate. So we are not working against each other or crossroads. I'm only pulling all of that together so that I have an overview, what you call helicopter overview of what is happening, and ensure that they do what they're supposed to do, because that's my responsibility and my mandate.
So, talking about finance, budget, and capacity, the agencies, they are very huge, a lot of them.
Yes.
And I can recall I read the other day when I get a meeting with one of the agencies and the National Fire Force. And one of the things I want to find out now that them phone,
the call center.
The call center, they don't have a functional.
No,
and that's
not
if you
at all.
look at the fire service across the country, not only Freetown. There's been cases now some part then at the country where then they tell you say they not get fuel for able to go hot fire.
Yes.
The vehicle they not functional, then they beyond the repairs. And this is also a concern, the capacity, the financial, capacity for addressing challenges there.
Yeah, definitely. Those you're talking about resources, and we are aware of that. So how are we going to address some of these issues? Like when you look at fire service, if it's really properly structured, it will bring in a lot of revenue.
How?
Well, say for instance, if they're giving, people are building homes and they need fire safety certificate, clearance, they need also advice. You understand? So if people pay some minimal fee, and then also we have done some of these fire equipments, the fire safety can have them, sell them to the public so that they are authentic, because some of the ones that you bring
The
they are
extinguishers
substandard. Yes, exactly. The extinguishers, you know, and some other fire detectors. I mean, we have the expertise, they have the knowledge, but then that is not provided for in the present acts we then get. So we need to do a legislation. So when we do that, I mean, resources for the fire service will be a thing of the past. So yeah, so these are some of the, but of course, we know leveraging partnership. You know, some of the strategic goals for the UN, how you leverage partnership for support you objectives. So that's why, in fact, if you know, when I took over, I found out the police call center even is nothing to write home about. Now 3 phones, then get QCell, then get AfriCell, and then get Orange. So when you call, if somebody is on the call, you call, they can pick that call until they hang up. And then when, even if you hang up, something they happen to you, they're not able to call you back because they don't have the facility. And the numbers, then too many fire force, the civil, I didn't call it, disaster.
Yeah, national disaster.
National disaster, ambulance service, you know, SLRSA for accident and all that. People are not able to remember all of those numbers. So if we can have only one number, where if the police receive them, then they can switch, you know, automatically to the service where you want. So for instance, if you call 900, we want to make the national emergency call number across all networks. Then if not fire business, they easily just switch you straight to the fire service, and then the fire service pick it up, and then they continue with you. If not ambulance service, they just switch to ambulance. You know, that's the dream we have. To do that, I engaged NATCA. They have the expertise, they have some resources, they have partners like Orange, you know, QCell. They can bring them together so that we have a national, functional, and modern call center, because all of that helps with safety and security. Make sure that, Lamrana, when you are in problem, you call the police, know where you are, how they can get to you as quickly as possible.
So presently, what's in your assessment of we national security apparatus? Say the police, the fire force, immigration, disaster
NDLA,
management,
yeah.
and all of that. Because, you know, when you talk about fire accident and the reaction, how the fire service reacts, sometimes people can blame them.
Yes.
But I've been to the National Fire Force. I don't talk to Commander Bungi sometimes.
Yeah.
And waiting on I even find out
Yeah.
from the call center.
Mm-hmm.
There are only two phones,
yes.
and the phones are not in good condition. And
Exactly.
this now with National Fire Service, now free term, not only one at the regions.
That's true.
How will you assess? How will you assess?
Yeah, well, that I explained. So these are some of the things we do so that we revive them.
Is it
I mean,
worrying? I know you've explained
it is
what
concerning.
you're planning to do.
Yeah, it's concerning.
When I read that,
Yes.
I was like, phones? Can we donate some funds to the National
Oh yeah,
Fire Force?
definitely. So why not? It's welcome. In fact, I want to use this opportunity. People know when they listen to me, we don't want for enhanced safety and security. They can engage me. We come and see what they can do to contribute. Because, you know, America, somebody once said, ask not what America can do for you, ask what you can do for America. So the same thing applies. What can you do for Sierra Leone? There are some people out there with knowledge, with resources. I mean, I think I'll be coming to you for those phones for the fire service.
No, well, I go imagine say
yeah.
address that situation there because it's
Yeah.
over a month. I think it's
Yes.
part of the management meetings where you dey get. You dey
Yes.
rotate them, go to the different agencies. Them I follow the ministry actually. I can
Yes.
see the whole and the National Fire Force and
Yes.
the police, the agencies, and the host
Oh,
the meetings.
thank you
there.
very much. I
Yes,
see you
yes,
following on
yes,
those
I'm
issues.
following those issues, and for me
Yeah.
that's very important. Because
Yeah, so
when
you also see
and
what is
understand
and understand
the
what's on
problem.
the
Yes,
ground.
and this happened over a month ago.
Yes.
And they assume say una go don resolve that issue. They
Well,
are phones now.
partially, but we're still working on them. It's not what really I want. That's why I said I engaged NATCA, and we have a small committee. They are looking at it now, so that really what we do is sustainable and fantastic, better than what we have.
What's in the fundamental, challenge or problem where you find out in this sector, with all the agencies them, where you they supervise?
Well, definitely with all other institutions, it's issue of adequate resources, and that is not really only Sierra Leone. Globally now, those are the things. And those are some of the challenges. Also, of course, also capacity, and then equipment. But I've always said, and wherever I don't work, I don't focus on challenges. I transform them into opportunities. I look at these challenges, what can I do to make things better? That's always what I focus on. Because when you focus on challenges, it will only pull you back. But then if you focus on how you can transform these challenges into opportunities, it's far better. It helps, And even in my personal life, that's what I've always done.
Earlier, I will start to ask you about the state of security. Very recently, we hear about armed robbery attack in Bo, a Reverend Father, a Catholic priest killed in Kenema. In Freetown, people complain about, especially during the rains, houses being attacked and all of that. We just see the police announce some changes of regional commanders as well. How will I be at my home and say, yeah, I'm safe, I have the police watching over me, and I don't need to worry about anything. We hear all the news there about what's in the happen.
Yes, definitely that's what we want to do. And we're really sorry, and we want to apologize to the people who are affected, and Kenema. But what happened really is that, we let our guard down. When we were in Kenema, the Ministry of Information and Civic Education can hold this public engagement with the people, the ministries, then all can go. So the last time we were in Kenema, there were no concerns much about security. In fact, when I came for let and ask questions, the only question they asked from me was about Yenga. When would they go to court? When they don't do some diplomacy and all that. But generally, even when they took question percentages, I think it was about 30% people concerned. So then we knew that people were fairly satisfied with what we are doing.
You were complacent. You let your guard down, you're saying.
I think so.
Is it you taking responsibility?
The officers probably, like you're talking about the rains, right? So it should have been intensified, then continue, they're not for saying now, the place safe and all that. So, but now,
but Mr. Minister, you do expect police or the security system for get intelligence, for do regular patrols.
Yes. They are doing the patrols, but that's what I'm saying. So in fact, what we have to do, we are now intensifying those patrols, intelligence gathering, because I went there myself, I engaged the leadership in Bo, especially, and then we talked about a lot of things, including, of course, more community engagement and involvement, and also improve intelligence gathering and make sure that then reassure the people and bring in what I call community safety volunteers. Lamrana, at one time I acted as Inspector General of Police, and at that time in Freetown, they were heightening armed robberies. I don't know whether you recall. And then when I brought people from the communities, because people wanted to protect their areas and they formed vigilante groups, but it was not very helpful in the sense that they commit what they call mob justice. So, but then we went to the communities. We took some of these young people with good character, where people then identify, and then we give them crash training, the PTS, and then we deploy them with the police. And the communities became very safe.
Because the community involved.
Exactly. So that's the same thing they will be doing and they will continue to do.
And I go back to your first statement about you let your guards down.
Yeah.
Is it the security system saying, or you taking responsibility for what happened in Bo and Kenema saying, yes, it's our fault?
Well, definitely. I mean, it's our responsibility to provide safety for people, right? And especially armed robbery is always very alarming. We don't want that to happen. So if it happens, whose fault it is? The police. And by implication, us, right? So, but we're not taking any excuses. It has happened. We said, okay, what can we do so that it will not happen again? So when I went there, my emphasis was there. What are we doing quickly to ensure that those people are found and then brought to book? So as I speak, a lot of progress has been made in that direction, and some arrests have been made both in Bo and Kenema, and then the investigations are ongoing. I can't go into details, yeah.
But now that leads to the changes in the leadership now. Bo and Kenema, we see the regional.
Well, we want new phases to be there, fresh, so that then will also bring their own ideas and changes to bring some more safety to the people anyway, yeah.
So, I can say sometimes expectations are very high about the security sector.
Yes.
About what the police should do, especially in patrol or handling crimes and security. But when you go to the police stations,
yes,
you get to understand waiting and they go through.
Yes.
Whether it's lack of proper communications equipment.
Yeah.
The other day we talked to we colleague Nakono, they have only one vehicle, functional vehicle.
Yes.
Where they use for patrol all over. And it's a challenge on them. And if you go to other part then of the country, it's the same.
Yes.
How do we get to assure the public, say, yes, we care about our security, and this is what the police are doing. But when you talk to the police and go tell you, say, no, these are the challenges we are faced with. We get them problem there, and you can't give what you don't have.
Well, I have to tell you, we have resource constraints and resource challenges that is not unique to us, and we're trying to address some of those issues. But some of them cannot really be an excuse, because, for instance, the police, you don't have to be in vehicle all the time. I mean, you have to do patrols.
Yeah, but if you're going far,
yeah, no, I mean, not about where you're going far, Yeah, but if they're going far, they have some resources. I mean, they need to manage what they have until, the country has a lot of competing demands. You self know, like talking about teachers, because now they have to be paid, nurses have to be paid, other civil servants have to be paid, and other areas have to be taken care of. We understand. I mean, we talk to them so that they manage the little resources that they have, so that they do it efficiently and use them professionally.
So people should be assured. You go and get assurance of the people in Kenema and Bo, and not only them, but the country.
The country generally.
About the state of security. And with our sleep with Kolat say we don't get anything for worry about.
Yeah, by the grace of God. Yeah, with the measures so they put in place now.
I believe in God too. I pray my 5 daily prayers. But again, you need to do the right thing for get things done.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll do everything humanly possible. But again, we also want to appeal to people, because your safety insecurity depends on yourself first before other people. So like we want to advise like young people, especially women, don't be out there very, very late at night. Don't go to places where you're not familiar with. And, you know, people will lure you to so many things, and also have that self-discipline so that you don't get involved in drugs, you know, and when you go to nightclubs, make sure that you go with people that you know. And so use yourself for help your own safety and security. And then, of course, the police is there to complement that.
Talking about safety and security and how the public and the community for get involved and understand, support the police, and also care about their own safety and security. We got a very, very alarming issue of drug abuse in this country.
Yes.
It's something, you know, I can say, now the fire brigade approach the authorities in Kingiam, where the public, we call meetings, conference. Remember, we had a conference at Bintumani, set up task force and all, and we're back. Arrest certain people, raise concern, and we're back at it again. There is an IGR, there is an Afrobarometer report, you know, where they talk about out of every 10 families,
yes,
9 people get somebody where either a drug addict, we don't die from drugs, where they into drugs, but they know somebody who involved in drugs.
Yeah.
That's very alarming.
It is.
And if we talk about security, and we have people who bring in drugs, they sell it easily, young people get addicted, and when somebody gets addicted, they can easily do anything for get money for buy drugs.
Yes, sure.
What is the government doing to address?
Yeah, we're doing a lot. I mean, if you can see even what has happened since His Excellency, the government declared drug issue as an emergency, the issue of even Kush has gone down. What we observe is the tramadol come up because of the measures we put in place, and we will continue to do. Now we're more targeting the people who are bringing the drugs and make sure that we cut them off the supply. That's why a lot of arrests have been made. And if I know you've been for ask me that question, I can bring some statistics with the cases that when they're in our court. Most of them have been committed to high court, and we want to tell the judiciary thanks for that, but they need to do more because what you will get for ask for now life imprisonment for the one that would in the traffic, the one that would in the manufacture, and the one that would in the sell. Because if we get those people out and we set good example, then of course there will be no drug available to the young people. So because most of them are victims. If you say now that you go arrest, pass you go full up within the correctional service, or so our focus really are on those people. And when you see, I think a couple of times I don't go, one household will seize now Kleintown, another one now Waterloo, where in fact officers and they now vehicles and all that. So our plea to the judiciary, let them help we so that they hand down those heavy sentences and also confiscate the property of these people who are the dealers, who are sellers. You know, once you take them out, they cannot sell. I mean, of course, it helps. But again, I also want to appeal to young people. Let them have a dream. Let them have a vision about what they want to be in the world. You know, you can be anybody, Lamrana. I mean, like you sitting here. And for you to realize your dream, you get values. And for young people, I'm proposing to them self-discipline. With self-discipline, you can avoid and don't get involved in drugs, you know. But again, let me also talk to the people, because some of these dealers are in our societies.
Yeah, in our community.
In our communities. So we are appealing and pleading to members of the community, don't hide these people, don't collude with them, you know, expose them so that we can deal with them. We can arrest
but
them.
how the public self go see government in seriousness in addressing drug issue? We get something hanging on us. We get reports of one of the most wanted drugs people in the world reportedly residing in Sierra Leone, the Dutch guy. And police said and they investigate, former police said and they investigate and get. I remember I listened to the Inspector General of Police at the Ministry of Information and Press Conference. He said, yes, the name is not the person where they get, but they know one Umar Sharif is in Sierra Leone, where they are the video, where they are the photos them. How do we show some level of seriousness and commitment? Say, yes, we're investigating, and we're not happy that this report they out say we get. Yesterday I was reading a Reuters report about how, drugs dealers and they use West Africa, Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, Senegal for traffic drugs. And it's alarming. We're being mentioned about drug trafficking, drug abuse across the world, different reports.
Yes. Well, what I can say to that is, in the first place, I came in December, so most of these things happen. But I asked the IG when this issue came up again, you have this so-called just in custody. He said, no. Are you looking for him? He said, yes. So I take him for his word. But that's all I can say for now. Whatever investigation they're doing, and then they work together with the law officers department to see what can be done. But
are you concerned as Minister of Internal
definitely.
Affairs?
Why shouldn't I? But then what I want to do now under my watch, I want to make sure that that is reversed. In fact, when you see like Sierra Leone was also becoming a hub for vehicle theft, and then they thief from all other countries and they bring and come. When I came, I stepped in and we see some of the vehicles. So that issue is also, gradually subsiding, because they will lose all of those vehicles definitely. I mean, I said, this is not business as usual. So my responsibility going forward is to make sure that we reverse that trend and make sure that whoever wants to make this country a transit point is stopped, and he or she does not succeed.
Earlier you mentioned, the issue of the judiciary.
Yeah.
As Minister of Internal Affairs, you think, say, we get the right convictions, the right people are being charged to court, and they're being held accountable or responsible for the issue of drugs in this country?
Well, yes, because when you say the right people are charged, I mean, that's why first when people are charged, they go to what you call the preliminary investigation, PI, and then the magistrate finds out that, yes, I mean, they have a case to answer, and then they go to the High Court. So we have a lot of committed cases. So my appeal to the judiciary also is to ensure that we fast track, we deal with those cases quickly, we hand down the heavy or heaviest, because like I said, it's provided for by law that life imprisonment for somebody with a traffic, somebody with a sell, and somebody with a manufacture. That's the only thing that will really serve as a deterrent. So, but then I'll continue talking to my colleague Alpha Cisse. I've engaged him, and I think we are on the same page. But the judiciary is independent. I cannot interfere with what they do.
Maybe sometimes you need to be satisfied with how then they handle drug cases, because it's alarming. The mayor just a few days ago been there now Liberty Online TV talk about how since when the year starts, the number over 140 people. When they pick up na streets, when they go back, and she sounded, it's alarming that we know that it normalized. It's like we just don't think saying anything where they happen now. Don't worry about them. With the city, you pass normally, Mr. Minister.
Yes.
You see the boys them. These are in drugs.
Yes.
You see them get sewn at them foots. then they pass them big, we they give them money. We just don't normalize everything. It's cool. They can be in drugs and we give them money and allow them for go about their normal business.
Yeah, but I think what also people are not saying or saying much about is the intervention of the Ministry of Social Welfare General. I mean, when you look at how many people they have rehabilitated and reintegrated, and they are continuing, you know, I mean, huge numbers. Those people we are now using so that they can be champions. So these are also success stories that we should be talking about, and we'll try some of those people for lower engage them, let them talk to them peer, you know, group members, because then we'll listen to themselves more than to us. So also, they say, yeah, we see those are happening, they are unfortunate, but how about the efforts we also government they make? We will not amplify.
But that number then they take
there's a lot of numbers.
They take few people,
hundreds.
you know, every other time, you know, and sometimes you'd imagine, say, this government intervention could address the issues, but if you're taking people in and rehabilitate them, and sometimes when they come back, some of them, they go into the same thing, or the number of them and the way they get addicted. You know, Mr. Minister, I can recall there was a minister in one function with WHO once who been to talk about drugs. We clearly mentioned, say, in Peking, get into contact with drugs. Now school.
Yes.
Now both school.
Okay, yes.
He mentioned that openly.
Yes.
And the alarming parties, this is happening in schools, in universities. A school as primary school or secondary school, so picking away they below 18 years day.
Yes.
And it's alarming.
It is. In fact, that's why I've been not engaged my colleague Minister of Education, and we also talk to the principals, conference of principals, and also alumni associations. So one of the things, you know, people within the cell around the schools, you know, there are records, evidence, they show say some of the sell drugs, and some of the one they allow for let them sell inside the schools. So in fact, that's why we don't want markets and then people within the sell for sale around the schools, and only accredited people for be allowed for let them sell in the schools. You know, in fact, my colleague also is now talking about putting some cameras in some of the school areas, all for help with children, so that these bad people not go expose them or sell drugs to them.
We get a situation outside, there's been reports of even police officers
yes
being involved in either trafficking or even using, you know, either 225, either kush. And when you get situations like that, you begin to get more worried that, you know, even those who should enforce the law are involved in taking drugs or, you know, trafficking.
Yeah, but the good thing is, when they are found, when they are arrested, they are charged, you know, then they go to court and they dismiss them. And that is not unique to Sierra Leone, by the way, Lamrana. Even in Europe, America, where in Great America, you get law enforcement officers who then get collusion, because everywhere there are bad eggs.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why at the entreat, the IG, the people then who will they recruit, especially the one they will get for recruits now, we have to make sure that the criteria is very strict and character clearance. In fact, for some people now, even you paramount chief, you know, for recommend you, say you're a person of good character. We've involved the religious people. So just for ensure that those who will be recruited under my watch are people of good character, they will not be involved in this sort of thing. But even there, people can and can change. You know, but only pray that the good ones are more, and then anyone with the fall foul, they are taken out and dealt with accordingly.
This is an issue where we plan for open a lot of a huge discussion on the issue of drugs, you know, and hopefully we'll get the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency. I've been done send an invite to the
Executive
head,
Director,
yes,
Jaya
Jaya
Kaikai.
Kaikai. He said they're on vacation. I don't know if he's resumed, but hopefully we'll get him at the studio for talk deep into this, because not then directly involved with the communities. You they supervise them, but then they like implement plans and see how then they work with police for address the situation there. But let's talk about Yenga.
Okay.
You know, and the importance of Yenga to this country. The people, the last time I talked to the member of parliament, he raised concern about the living condition of the people, then livelihood and farming.
Okay.
And they've been moved. They're not there in the township. And I see you've been go there with a delegation from ECOWAS, and there is report about how you were not allowed to enter into Yenga. What's in the status of Yenga and the resolution of Sierra Leone reclaiming its land again?
Okay, thank you very much. But you know, say Nayanda Komot, na Kailan, Mina Kisiman, and the people of
So it's
Yenga,
closer to you.
Very, very much so. So I've been involved in most of the activities for make sure that Yenga is reclaimed, and with people, especially the one with the displaced from Yenga itself, will go back. You know, say the head of states of ECOWAS then reach a decision that that issue should be resolved diplomatically and peacefully. So they sent a fact-finding mission, and that fact-finding mission will come. I'm even get for lead them for let we go to Kwendu. In fact, they wanted to go to Kwendu and for talk to the stakeholders and some of those displaced from Yenga itself, and see what information they can get even from the security services and other officials. So I was there to facilitate their movement, and we went to Yenga. They talked to the chiefs, they talked to some of the displaced people, you know, they talked to people they wanted to talk to. So they said, okay, can we go to Yenga? And then, because it's closer and easier to go to Yenga from Kwendu, from our side, because now land you just the walk go. Instead of if you go through Guinea, you get for cross the water. Because they don't cross the water, they don't come overside, you know. So we military commander with the Kwendu, we then deploy now Sokoma and Pengo Bengu, then call the commander. Initially he say yes, the ECOWAS team can go, let them go see.
Then the Guinean.
The Guinean side. So we will decide now for go. 9, we don't reach Pengo Bengu, you know, for cross so that we will go over there. 9, a call is say, ain't not get authorization, you know, for let the team go visit. So the people then say, these are diplomats. Okay, if that's the case, then don't change your mind. Let's just observe Yenga from whatever vantage point with it, and then we see, and then we can go back and do our reports. So we'll go Pengo Bengu. I mean, it's just like 200 meters, you know, from there. And then we'll go Sokoma. Sokoma is a high rise. From there you see Nongowa, then you see Yenga. So they saw all of that. And then, so we came back. But it was not that there was any confrontation. They said, no, then block we, they're not witness. That did not happen. But let me put Yenga in perspective, visual, so that people can understand. Because when they say Yenga, you know, or you know, good. It's really about like 300 meters enclave, which I then don't go, square meters. And 300 square meters is like 3 football fields put together. You know, you've been do 100 meter in school.
Yes,
yeah, so 100 meter, 100 meter, put 3 together. You know, that's really what we are talking about, 2 side and day. You know, so because of the deployment of the personnel, then they're at that enclave. So they know they move. If they want to move out there past them fet, with military. So the people that immediately with them in the inside Yenga village, they are the ones really affected. About 420 people. But the other people in Sokoma, they are there. Then they do what they do. They want the way they Pengu Bengu. They are okay. They're there. But really, they don't want military presence because nobody wants military deployment in their in their homes. So that's the But we work very hard. And we think saying that the diplomatic path now we get for within the server. Of course, we don't taste the bitterness of war conflict, and we don't want to go to that. We know what it means. If you go into conflict, all your resources now for the war effort, nobody enjoys it.
How do we watch over these people? Them picking them healthcare, education, and they don't move away from the village, you know?
Yeah. Well, the beauty of it is, in Kwendu, na them people, na them brother and sister then. So they're not going to their homes, then they go to the schools now and inside Kwendu. But we also call on humanitarian and other goodwill people for letting help and support them.
Is there a timeline to the resolution of this? Because
well, we wait now, because ECOWAS team also get for go Guinea.
Okay.
And then they also get their own fact finding, and then they will put all the report together, then submit them to the head of states of ECOWAS, and then they will now come up with a decision.
But the people from Mienga and Sierra Leone should be hopeful that this will be amicably addressed, and the people will return to their village back and live peacefully.
Oh, definitely, and I'm looking forward to that,
And that could be one of your legacies?
Yeah, sure.
As minister?
Yeah. Okay. But I keep constant touch with them by phone. We have WhatsApp messages, so I give them updates, constantly, whatever is happening, so, yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Minister. But before I let you go, I want to ask about Usayude work, the ministry, the edifice, and earlier you talk about your staff and the car work very happy. Conducive working environment is very important. I can recall I go on immigration once. I meet somebody hold 5 gallon over them.
Yeah.
They go up with water.
Yeah.
How is it? And that building there, how it there, sanitation, conducive working environment for you and your staff there.
Yeah. Well, in fact, what did I do when I go? One of the secretaries, I make assets facility manager. We did not have one. Kamano, he's a staff in the ministry, and he's doing very well. So I said, okay, listen, we need to really make sure that, the services in this office, the toilets are clean when people come. We don't paint, beautiful. Some other areas are being renovated. But then the building itself is under renovation. But the contractor, I don't delay. Very recently, we got for Karango to Works, Ministry of Works don't call them.
Oh, the contractor wait for do the building?
Yes, the entire building. They don't call them. And I think I forget the feedback today or tomorrow and see when. Because if you go to the building for go up 6th floor every day, I go up. The lifts self not the work.
Not the work.
And it's part of.
And that is a very busy building. Every time you go there, a lot of people lady.
Yes. So we work on all of that. So
but what time they go up na the building?
No, what time they go up from the mains. So we pump water up the tank and then we use them. But so anyway the water can down, now that make them can they take water, for can go up, we can see na the cans then.
Is it a conducive working environment?
Yeah, well, my office really for now it is.
Yeah, usually it is for the ministers and the other.
I mean, you can go interview them.
But again, the public way they go there, access to toilets, and then stuff, then they can be very challenging at times because water.
I'm talking about my office, Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Yeah,
talk to my staff.
But the immigration department, they under the ministry as well.
Yes.
And this is the building you're using.
Yes. The immigration department, I don't tell them, then get for decongest the office and then push some of the services out. So I've been don't engage the CIO, new CIO. You know the South Post building out there, where I still let it talk to them. And if like, especially the customer care service can move out there.
Which I go buy form.
Exactly. Now they issue the form, then now they back you go, you know, so that you decongest. So these are some of the things we want to do really. So there's less pressure on the building. I mean, like intercom not being there at the office, we don't get intercom now. I can sit in the office, I talk to any of me. We don't get a website, we not been get before. I mean, so if you go now with page, you just see within everything.
I think you have a very effective comms people.
We have strengthened our communications units. You know, we have WhatsApp messages.
Yeah, get channel. I can easily access information from the ministry.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
in fact, we have also a database. As I sit here, I know whether I can walk, where I check me from my phone, you know. I know whether I don't go walk, whether I don't register, because we do it now electronically. And even where I can travel, where they out, I can say, hey, why this person not can walk today? So someone can just say, hey, I know well, I did pan drip, then they snap me, they send the picture. Well, as you said, this was genuinely not can walk because you know well. So these are some of the achievements that we don't do. And I say again, we don't do a strategic plan. We've not been there before. Where me, the consultant, may probably owe me $60,000.
That is in a pro bono.
Well, that's all part of the beauty of human capacity development, where HE can always talk about. Those are the dividend when you capacitate people. And then, you know.
And the minister is a lawyer too.
He's ESQ.
ESQ. We never forget that. But thank you so much, Mr. Minister. Which message you want left with Sierra Leoneans, you know, with state of security, the agencies, them, and there's this thing about hope, you know, why should we have hope and believe, say, things will work and things are working?
Yes, thank you very much, viewers, listeners. I think Sierra Leone is the only country we have. I mean, when you travel now, you go to other places, like within America they do, then they grab you for Ghana, your country. So please, let's all of us work collectively together so that we make Sierra Leone very safe and the safest place to be. As I say, do your own little thing. I mean, it doesn't matter whatever. Me, I always can say no small effort is small. Whatever you can able to do, let you do, so that we attract a lot of investment, businesses, tourists, you know, so that we go make Sierra Leone what we dream of.
Thank you so much, Mr. Minister. But quickly, you mentioned America. You know, we just see recently the ICE in the U.S. Announced the arrest of a Sierra Leonean, we then see then they send back home. Charlie Bayo, we now be member of the NPRC. And, you know, there's this discussion about Sierra Leone receiving people who will be deported back as part of the things they will do for let them lift the suspension on the issuance of a visa to ordinary Sierra Leoneans. Is the ministry looking forward to receiving these people and waiting at the, you know, process or a security assurance, say, yes, these people will come and we rehabilitate them back?
Yeah, they are our people. And when they go, we feel sorry. I mean, some of them, they've not committed any crime, almost serious crime. And I guess because they went there for greener pastures, when they come back, we receive them. I mean, but those where then get criminal records, we can vet them and will not release them immediately. We can take them and then, you know, also monitor and make sure that before they go back into society, they are not a danger and not a risk. And, you know, America, I guess, they take now on soft spots. Some people like Bio been done there all the time. They're not say been done there, you know, in family, everybody there. But, you know, sometimes for publicity as well, then just pick on you and say, because, I mean, they may not know why, all this why. I mean, why now? I mean, but that is it. And that's why really we're talking to our people. Let them forget about this article, young people running away. You know, let them see what them go able to do. There's so much people can do. But a lot of people that don't left the provinces and come into the cities. You know, when you go back home, agriculture, it's so paying now a lot, you know. when you go, there are no much labor.
We get a number of
because then everybody they can ride bike now, and the land they lay fallow out there.
We get
Nobody is.
We get number of people we expect for receive to be deported from the US.
Yeah, where the US or me I've been engaged the ambassador. I think it's for 20 or so, 2021. You know, but not more than that.
Then don't they come?
Yeah, then don't they come small. You know, I think that number don't actually reduce by now. But we will check back. Let's see how many we don't receive from the initial list where they've been given and what are left.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Minister. Thanks for joining us. Happy
Thank you, Lamrana.
for your say, you know, you don't revive the website, you don't get intercom. And this is the thing I talk about leadership most times, where they talk now, I say, sometimes in public service, where people agree for take certain role, you get responsibility for do what is right.
Yes.
Something in the way you can do. You don't need all the money in the world.
Definitely.
For do them.
Yes.
It's just you, the leader, saying, I want to know that they can work. I want to get a communication system within your way easier, able to call without for call.
Yeah.
And you can do it with the goodwill and commitment. Yeah, and that you just don't show. So that issue of complain, you not get money for do this, you not get money for do that.
I don't complain much about that.
It's the commitment. And it's sad for no more. Sometimes when you talk to people where they take over ministries or departments, they'll tell you all this while this not been there. It's interesting to know a whole Ministry of Internal Affairs not been get strategic plan.
Yeah.
And this now Internal Affairs Ministry and where they look over with security, not get strategic plan. The building not get intercom, there is no system how then they regulate or monitor people who come to work. Man, seen them for do plenty. But thank you so much, and we wish you the very best. In between time, we're going to get you for talk about you.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever you want me, we need to talk to the people.
Yeah.
We need to know what they do. We need to work together collectively. Let them take ownership of whatever we are doing. And then only by that and that commitment, we can make Sierra Leone the dream of what we want for it be.
Exactly, and why we know for Runaway Commerce Alone. You know, if you watch the front page of Truth newspaper this morning, we get a story on the front page of Truth newspaper this morning where they talk about, you know, Exodus, the number of reports, a recent status of youth reports say 80% of young people they want to migrate.
No, we want to encourage them.
They want
let
for
them
left
not do that. Let them use them potential.
Yeah.
You know?
Hopefully, producer then go put on the screen. We get 80% of young people. A lot of people want to go and they want left salon. Somebody
go
say,
where?
yeah.
We say you go be embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know, we say you go be disgraced. We say you go be treated like a criminal. Home is home. I mean, let them just stay. And then, I mean,
but then they forget the assurance about jobs. The unemployment rate very high.
Lamana, sometimes you can employ yourself.
Yeah, but you need to get access to finance. If you want to create job, if even you're a carpenter, you need for people like need to get the urge for use your service as well, and you need to get equipment them. But the state also gets responsibility for provide things them for let the young people and things say there are incentives for let we stay.
As I be 2 young girls. With them in the Freetown, they don't go back Island. You can't believe they don't go get engaged in farming. You know, the last time when I go, a guy bring a lot of granite, give me, you know, and it's not only for that granite, I paid for it extra. He tell me say in rest, you know, don't grow, and you're very happy with it. You understand? So these are some of the people where. Okay, they are out there, people that don't know about them, but they are making those efforts. I mean, you travel to Bo, Kenema, McKinney, look at the vast land out there. You understand? And most of those people, they are in the city. Believe me, even pepper now where you go, you grow, you sell, you make money.
Well,
so let us find ways.
There are many opportunities.
Yeah, many opportunities. You know.
Yeah,
some people then they say even you can give them work, they not agree work.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Yeah,
yes.
it is. There are challenges of people them way you they get opportunities, they don't do it. But there is also challenge. We should not shy away from it.
Definitely.
There's huge challenge of private sector employments.
Yes.
You know, people that graduate into different sectors, but they don't have jobs. You know, and we shouldn't shy away from that.
And that goes even also to our education. You know, we put too much emphasis on formal education. You know, the technical, you know, side of it. I mean, that I call a middleman power is ignored because everybody wants to be office. And you go now, university, you graduate, you want in an office. We cannot all be in offices.
But there's growing appetite for entrepreneurship, businesses, young people, everyone do business. The challenge is access to funds, support. We see UNDP, the Ministry of Youth, and other agencies that support them. And hopefully that will expand and we'll get more young people. Me just believe, say, you know, when you get a system where government, now the highest employer, it's a problem.
It is.
It should be the private sector.
The private sector.
Now the private sector, for thrive, for let the country better.
Well, that's why we're working very hard in the security sector to create the conducive environment. You're talking about safety, so that people can trust, there's confidence when they go come for can live in Sierra Leone.
And can invest.
Invest,
Thank you so much, Mr. Minister.
Thank you.
The Minister of Internal Affairs, AIG retired Mori Lengo, Esquire, David Tui, Mawegi in free service for develop a strategic plan for the ministry. You know, you can imagine some other people, they say, no, let's cut down the price, fend the consultant, go get and kick back. Or if you're not there, we can work. The money need for them for do. We want to thank you so much for doing that. That is service to nation and service to country. It clearly indicates that you want things to happen. And that's just about it. We all get a responsibility. Like I've been they say this morning, if you choose for group and public service, now you don't choose. Waiting the way good, way bad, you don't choose for the day.
Exactly.
Do them to the best of your ability, and left a legacy.
Yeah, sure.
That's what you want to be remembered about. Say this man been working here, a providing service, it changed things. Not to say no more for drive the SUV, UAC there on, get traveling. No, it's service to nation. You've been paid for it. Whatever little, you've been paid for it.
Exactly.
It's your own commitment to God, for God and country. Members say God they watch you, but members say you get people then for serving at the country. Tomorrow when they call you name, let them say yes, this person is served this country diligently. Thank you so much, Mr. Minister.
Thanks you,
for your
God
time.
bless
We'll take
you.
sports quickly. We'll come back with a round up the devotion this morning. Continue for watch and listen. This is the Truth Morning Devotion.
This na sports update on Truth FM 103.9. Make we start with the local one then. As Leon Star dey continue the World Cup qualifiers journey against Ethiopia, na Liberia, the president of Sierra Leone Football Association, Babadi Kamara, don give free buses them to fans wey wan go watch the game na Monrovia. And then buses also go on Tuesday morning, when na the same day wey Leon Star dey play. This make fans them glad as something like this no ever happen yet na Salone. Also, Sierra Leone under-18 volleyball team don win silver na the CAVB Youth Development Cup na Banjul, Gambia. Congratulations to them. Sierra Leone female under-17 team don begin intensive training and back-to-back friendlies as then they prepare for go for the WAFU tournament na Liberia. For international update, Arina Sabalenka don win the Women's US Open champion. The tennis player don win am back-to-back. In win am with straight set victory against Amanda Anisimova. The World Cup qualifiers still dey on. Yesterday, Spain played Turkey and then beat them 6-0. Mikel Merino bin score hat-trick. Also, Germany be play Northern Ireland and then beat them 3-0. We don't make them equal per points, but Northern Ireland they are ahead of them by goal difference.
Plenty thank to Nene Fofana for the sports update, and thanks to the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association, Babadi Kamara, for provide, free buses for the Leon Stars fans them, Sierra Leoneans, we want go watch the match. My friend Ishmael Saidu, Kanu, they under a lot of pressure for coordinate the Western area. But hopefully, we will bring you updates about Leon Stars tomorrow. The match will be playing Liberia. And we want to wish all the one they travel the very best as then they depart. Some people in the left today, some of me pardon and they left today for go watch the match, and some people they left tomorrow actually for go watch the match. We wish you the very best and hope say Leon Stars go make we come and dance back na the boss them with victory. We go talk to IBK tomorrow, and we colleagues them we go there na Liberia as updates on the Leon Stars match. And the Truth newspaper, go out and grab your copy. We get stories them today at the front page. Teachers declare nationwide strike over unpaid school subsidies. And Exodus, the story I will talk about, 80% of young people we want for left salon. 45% of young people earn below minimum wage, and stadium renovation delay raises question. Na the story then done the way they na the front page of the Truth newspaper. You can go to your vendor, go to post office and grab your copy of the Truth newspaper. You can also read some of the stories on our websites, truthmediasl.com. We social media platforms them X, Facebook, Instagram. You can go there and read the stories them. Well, now the morning devotion the end. We don't. Today the principal run over time. It's about 20 minutes. Sometimes and they where the things away for deal with plenty, the principal can take on own discretion for all the students them and at the devotion. And well, one thank you very much for all join with this morning. I had the Truth morning devotion the end for today. But remember, say no matter the challenge you go through, so on 10 day, the world go try you. It can be challenging, but if you pray, learn, and plan, you go on wiser. And as always, inside the program, we can raise up with hope and can tell people them say hope not the only thing where they make with the camera and do what you they do. Because we believe say we all get a role for play for make this country go better. We hope say president, the government, the vice president go resolve the issues with the teachers, and we picking them go back to school. Because we shouldn't joke with the future of our kids. School not for lock for 1 week continuously. Let me find a resolution to this problem. Hopefully, the government say they don't pay the money. Them the teachers then say they want to see the money. They go reflect on their accounts. Then go back to school, and it's picking them go get education. Tete will meet back tomorrow. Plenty thanks to the production and technical team for their support. My name is Amadou Lamranaba, and this is the Truth morning devotion. Have a lovely day, but as always, remember saying whatever you do, be honest, be truthful, because the truth not in the last.
Well, me fancy anyway for do with yourself no more. Hallelujah.
Truth media.
Truth
media.
Truth media. Truth.
Yes, you. Truth media. Join and Truth media.
Truth media.
Truth media.
Truth media.
So una we dey watch Truth media.
They watch.
Una we dey listen to Truth media.
Now listen June.
Una listen to.
Now listen
to Truth media.
Now listen to so media.
No, Truth. You don't love the Truth media.
Okay, Truth.
Una we dey listen to Truth media.
Now listen to so media.
Truth media.
Truth media. Well, no bad. Nasa anybody Salomon. Yeah, they live or they people them for do any business for do some. Yeah, they live in office in all bad. Any business for do some. Are they strive for us for make any students them. Anyway, for make or the confusion or the education, anybody for learner, anybody for prepare, any song if for the anybody.
Sierra Leone is a beautiful country with its beautiful people. We have green forestry and beautiful beaches. From Aberdeen to Banana Island, whatever you like, you get the ray of the sun.
This is Truth Radio, 103.9 FM. We empower the nation.